Hello all. Team iLearn welcomes you to iPTS 24. Today we have the discussion of the self-assessment test paper 2. That is basically the paper 2 of UPSC CSE. I am Nakulas Pramod, the CSAT faculty of iLearn IAS Academy. Let's directly jump to the quantitative and reasoning part of this paper 2. Let's jump to the first question of quantitative and reasoning. What is the unit digit in the expansion of 1024 raised to 1024? So, first thing we need to note is the unit digit in an expansion will only depend on the unit digit of the number. So, 4 in the unit digit endano, 4 raised to 1024 unit digit endano, adu thanne aayirikkum 1024 raised to 1024. So, if we look at the powers of 4, 4 raised to 1 is 4, 4 raised to 2 is 16, 4 raised to 3 is 64 and etc. etc. So, നമുക്ക് എന്ത് മനസ്സിലായി? 4 അല്ലെങ്കിൽ യൂണിറ്റ് ഡിജിറ്റ് repeats as 4, 6, 4, 6, etc. etc. So, നമുക്ക് എന്ത് മനസ്സിലായി? അതായത് odd, when the power is odd, your unit digit will be 4, and when the power is even, your unit digit will be 6. So, 1024 raised to 1024. Here, 1024, power 1024 is even, so the unit digit will be 6. The power is even, so the unit digit will be 6. Let's move to the next question. Yes. A 6-digit number of the form D236 D0 is divisible by 36. So, what will be the value of D എന്നാണ് ചോദിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്. So, ഒരു നമ്പർ 36ഉമായിട്ട് ഡിവിസിബിൾ ആവണമെങ്കിൽ എന്താ സംഭവിക്കേണ്ടത്? അതായത് 36ന്റെ ഫാക്ടേഴ്സുമായിട്ടും ഈ നമ്പർ ഡിവിസിബിൾ ആവണം. ഓക്കെ, വി ടേക്ക് ദി സ്മോളസ്റ്റ് ഫാക്ടേഴ്സ്. 36 is divisible by 2, 3, 4, 9, etc. etc. Okay, so 2 ആയിട്ട് divisible ആണോ ഈ നമ്പർ? Yes, because the end digit is 0. ഇനി 3 ആയിട്ട് divisible ആണോ എന്ന് നോക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി എന്താ ചെയ്യണ്ടേ? We take the sum of these numbers and that must be a divisible of 3 or a multiple of 3. ഇനി 4 ആയിട്ട് divisible ആണോ എന്ന് നമുക്ക് എങ്ങനെയാ ചെക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുക? We need to check the last 2 digits. The last 2 digits must be a divisible, last 2 digit must be divisible by 4. So, നമുക്ക് last 2 digits divisible by 4 ആണെങ്കിൽ what are the possible values? D must be either 2, 20 is divisible by 4, or 40 is divisible by 4, 60 is divisible by 4, or 80 is divisible by 4. Okay, ഈ നമ്പറിൽ ഏത് നമ്പർ വേണമെങ്കിലും ആവാം. Now, if you are looking at the divisibility factor for 9, okay, 9നും 3നും ഓൾമോസ്റ്റ് സെയിം divisibility factor ആണ്. Because 3 എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ sum of the digits must be a multiple of 3. 9 എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ the sum of the digits must be a multiple of 9. So, നമ്മൾ 9ൻ്റെത് മാത്രം ചെക്ക് ചെയ്താൽ മതി. So, 9ൻ്റെ എങ്ങനെ ചെക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും? 9ൻ്റെ എങ്ങനെ ചെക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും? 9ൻ്റെ എങ്ങനെ ചെക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും? So, D plus 2 plus 3 plus 6 plus D equal to a multiple of 9. So, 2D plus 11 equal to a multiple of 9. Okay, ഇവിടെ ഒരു plus 11 ആണ്. So, നമ്മൾ 9 കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ടുള്ള മൾട്ടിപ്പിൾസ് ആണ് എടുക്കുന്നത്. 2D plus 11 ഈക്വൽ ടു 18 ആണെന്ന് വെക്കുക. 18 ആകുമ്പോൾ എന്താ സംഭവിക്കുക? ഡിൻ്റെ വാല്യൂ 2D വിൽ ബി 7, ഡിൻ്റെ വാല്യൂ വിൽ ബി എ പോയിന്റ്. സോ അത് എടുക്കാൻ പറ്റില്ല. വി ടേക്ക് 2D plus 11 ഈക്വൽ ടു 27. 27 ആവുന്ന സമയത്ത് എന്താ സംഭവിക്കുക? വാട്ട് വിൽ ബി 2D? 2D വിൽ ബി 16, D വിൽ ബി 8. 2D will be 16, D will be 8. So, ഇവിടെയും നമ്മൾ നേരത്തെ ചെയ്ത 4ൻ്റെ ആണെങ്കിലും 8, 2, 3, 6, 80. 80 is divisible by 4. So the answer is 8. So the answer is 8. Next question. Next question. This is a concept-based question. This is a concept-based question. Last time, ഇതേപോലത്തെ concept-based questions ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. Okay? എന്താ ചോദിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്? A merchant has 120 liters and 180 liters of two kinds of oil. Okay? He wants to sell oil by filling the two kinds of oils in tins of equal volume. Tins of equal volume. അതായത് ഈ 120 ലിറ്ററിനെയും നമ്മൾ ഈക്വൽ വോളിയം ആക്കണം, 180 ലിറ്ററിനെയും നമ്മൾ ഈക്വൽ വോളിയം ആക്കണം. ആൻഡ് വാട്ട് ഈസ് ദി ലാർജസ്റ്റ് ഓഫ് സച്ച് എ ടിൻ? വാട്ട് ഈസ് ദി ലാർജസ്റ്റ് ഓഫ് സച്ച് എ ടിൻ? ഇങ്ങനെ ചോദിക്കുമ്പോൾ എന്താ സംഭവിക്കുക? ഇതിനെയും ഈക്വൽ വോളിയമായിട്ട് ഡിവൈഡ് ചെയ്യണം, 180നെയും ഈക്വൽ വോളിയമായിട്ട് ഡിവൈഡ് ചെയ്യണം. ഡിവൈഡ് ചെയ്യുക എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എന്താണ്? ഇറ്റ് മീൻസ് ഫാക്ടേഴ്സ്. ഡിവൈഡ് ചെയ്യുക മീൻസ് വി ആർ ഫാക്ടറൈസിങ് ഇറ്റ്. ആൻഡ് ദി ലാർജസ്റ്റ് ഓഫ് സച്ച് എ ഫാക്ടർ. സോ വി നീഡ് ടു ഫൈൻഡ് the HCF of 120 and 180. HCF of 120 and 180. What is the HCF of 120 and 180? 120 and 180 HCF is 60. So last time നമുക്ക് ഈ type of question ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. It was asked about some traffic lights repeating after some time. Okay? So അതിൽ നമ്മൾ ചെയ്തത് LCM ആണ്. So if you are asked to find division between equal volumes and take the largest of such, we need to find the HCF. Clear? Now, next question. Next question. This is also inspired from last year's paper. For any choice of values of x and y, the 6-digit number of the form xy, xy, xy is divisible by which of the following? And option നോക്കിയാൽ നമുക്ക് മനസ്സിലാവും 7, 11 and 13 ആണ് തന്നിട്ടുള്ളത്. We need to check for 7, 11 and 13. Okay? So any values of x and y ആണ്. So you can take any value of x and y. Okay? ഞാനിവിടെ x-നും y-നും 1 and 2 ആണ് എടുക്കുന്നത്. 1 and 2 ആണ് എടുക്കുന്നത്. So what will be the number? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. ഓക്കെ, ഫസ്റ്റ് ഈ ഒരു നമ്പർ നോക്കുമ്പോൾ തന്നെ നമുക്ക് മനസ്സിലാവും ഒരു 11ന്റെ മൾട്ടിപ്പിൾസിന്റെ ടൈപ്പിലല്ല ഇതുള്ളത്. ഓക്കെ, ലെറ്റ്സ് ചെക്ക് ഫോർ ദി ഡിവിസിബിലിറ്റി ഓഫ് 11 ഫസ്റ്റ്. ഓക്കെ, ഡിവിസിബിലിറ്റി ഓഫ് 11 എന്താ ചെയ്യുന്നത്? ഓൾട്ടർനേറ്റ് നമ്പേഴ്സ് എടുക്കുക, ആഡ് ചെയ്യുക, ആൻഡ് ആ സമ്മിനെ നമ്മൾ ആ സമ്മിന്റെ ഡിഫറൻസ് എടുക്കുക. സോ ദിസ് ഇസ് 3, ദിസ് ഇസ് 6 ആൻഡ് ദി ഡിഫറൻസ് ഇസ് 3. സോ ഒരു നമ്പർ 11 കൊണ്ട് ഡിവിസിബിൾ ആവണമെങ്കിൽ ദിസ് ഡിഫറൻസ് മസ്റ്റ് ബി എയ്തർ 0 or a multiple of 11. ഓക്കെ, സോ എന്താ സംഭവിക്കുക? 11 കൊണ്ട് മൾട്ടിപ്പിൾ അല്ല, സോ 11 കൊണ്ട് ഡിവിസിബിൾ അല്ല. സോ യു എലിമിനേറ്റ് all options with 11, you get 7 and 13. You get 7 and 13. If you check this number with 7 and 13 also, it will be divisible. Check this number with 7 and 13 also, it will be divisible. So UPSC എപ്പോഴും ചോദിക്കുന്ന എപ്പോഴും റിപ്പീറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്ന ഒരു ടോപ്പിക് ആണ് ദിസ് ഡിവിസിബിലിറ്റി വിത്ത് 7 and 13. ഓക്കെ, 7 and 13 എല്ലാ പ്രാവശ്യവും റിപ്പീറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നതാണ്. സോ ട്രൈ ടു ലുക്ക് അപ്പ് ഓൺ ദാറ്റ്. നെക്സ്റ്റ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ. Next question. Yes. A leading chocolate producing company produces ABC chocolates per hour. Produces ABC chocolates per hour. Okay. A, B and C. ABC is a 3-digit positive number. ABC is a 3-digit positive number. In how many hours it will produce ABC, ABC? In how many hours it will produce ABC, ABC? എന്താ കണ്ടുപിടിക്കണ്ടേ? എത്ര മണിക്കൂറിൽ എ ബി സി പ്രൊഡ്യൂസ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും? ദാറ്റ് ഇസ് ടോട്ടൽ പ്രൊഡ്യൂസിങ് ബൈ ദി നമ്പർ ഓഫ് ചോക്ലേറ്റ്സ് ദാറ്റ് ആർ പ്രൊഡ്യൂസ്ഡ് ഇൻ 1 hour. ദാറ്റ് ഇസ് എ ബി സി. ദാറ്റ് ഇസ് എ ബി സി. ക്ലിയർ? ഇതിനെങ്ങനെ നമുക്ക് ഡിവൈഡ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും? ആദ്യം ഞാനിവിടെ നോക്കുവാണ്. എ ബി സി 1, എ ബി സി പോയി 1. Now A A is not divisible, so it is 0. AB is also not divisible, so again a 0. Again ABC is divisible, so 1. So the answer will be 1001. ABC into 1001 will give you ABC. Clear? This is a type of simple question, but you need to know how you divide a number when it is repeating. Okay? Now, moving on to next question. So, ninth question. A person starts typing the numbers from 1 to 1999. He pressed the keys a total of n numbers, or n number of times. Then the value of n is. അതായത് എത്ര പ്രാവശ്യം ഒരു ഡിജിറ്റിനെ ടൈപ്പ് ചെയ്തു എന്നാണ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ചോദിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്. ഓക്കെ, സോ നമുക്കിവിടെ നോക്കിയാൽ മനസ്സിലാവും. വി ഹാവ് 1 digit numbers, 2 digit numbers, 3 digit numbers and 4 digit numbers. So എത്ര 1 digit number ഉണ്ട്? 1 digit numbers is 1 to 9, that is 9 numbers. 1 digit numbers is 1 to 9, that is 9 numbers. Now 2 digit numbers എന്താണ്? 10 to 99. 10 to 99. എത്രണ്ണമുണ്ട്? We have 90 numbers. 3 digit numbers we have 100 to 999. We have 100 to 999. So that will be 900 numbers. Now 4 digit numbers from 1000 to 1999. 1000 to 1999. A total of 1000 numbers. Now, ഇവിടെ നമ്മൾ ശ്രദ്ധിക്കേണ്ടത് 9 ഉള്ളത് 1 digit number ആണ്, 90 ഉള്ളത് 2 digit number ആണ്, 900 ഉള്ളത് 3 digit number ആണ്, and 1000 ഉള്ളത് 4 digit number ആണ്. So, number of digits കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി we need to multiply it. Okay? 9 into 1 digit, 90 into 2 digit, 900 into 3 digit, and 1000 into 4 digit. You will get the total number of digits. Total number of digits ചെയ്യുമ്പോഴത്തേക്ക് you will get 6889. ഈ കാൽക്കുലേഷൻ ചെയ്തില്ലെങ്കിൽ പോലും നമുക്ക് അറിയാൻ പറ്റും, ബിക്കോസ് യൂണിറ്റ് ഡിജിറ്റ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് 9 ആണ്. സോ യൂണിറ്റ് ഡിജിറ്റ് 9 ഉള്ള ഒരു ഓപ്ഷനേ ഉള്ളൂ, യു ഗെറ്റ് എ. യൂണിറ്റ് ഡിജിറ്റ് 9 ഉള്ള ഒരു ഓപ്ഷനേ ഉള്ളൂ, യു ഗെറ്റ് ഇറ്റ് ആസ് എ. ക്ലിയർ? Now, so we are going to the next question, that is the 10th question. The 444th term of the following series. We need to find the 444th term of the following series, where 1, 2, 3, 10, 11, 12, 13, 20, 21, 22, 23, 30, 31, 32, 33, 40, etc. is given. Okay? If you look at the series, we can find that, look at every fourth term. If you look at every fourth term, this also follows the arithmetic progression. Every fourth term follows an arithmetic progression. 10, 20, 30, etc. Okay? So instead of finding the 444th term of the following series, we need to find the എന്താ വരിക? 444 by 4 അല്ലേ വരുന്നത്, ബിക്കോസ് എവറി ഫോർത്ത് ടേം ആണ് ഇത് റിപ്പീറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. സോ 444 by 4th term of this particular arithmetic progression. Okay, that is 111th term. So 111th term എങ്ങനെ കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാൻ പറ്റും? 111th term എങ്ങനെ കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാൻ പറ്റും? Of an arithmetic progression is given by an equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. A plus n minus 1 into d, where a is the first term, n is number of terms, and d is the common difference. So endana a 10 plus n minus 1. N minus 1 means 111 minus 1, that is 110, into common difference is 20 minus 10, that is 10, that is 1110, that is 1110, that is A. Clear? This is the problem of arithmetic progression. Now let's move to the next question. Some English questions. Okay. Yes. Yes. See here. See here. The 15th question. The 15th question. The LCF, the HCF and LCM of two numbers are given by 15 and 600. The ratio between the two numbers are 8:5. Okay. This is the type of data sufficiency question plus number system. Okay. Last time 3 to 4 questions have been asked from data sufficiency plus number system. Okay. So, ഇവിടെ നമ്മൾ അറിഞ്ഞിരിക്കേണ്ട ഒരു ഫോർമുല is the relation between HCF and LCM and the number of or the two numbers. The relation is HCF into LCM equal to product of the numbers. So, നമുക്ക് എന്ത് മനസ്സിലായി? 15 into 600 equal to A into B equal to A into B. So, ഇവിടെ നമുക്ക് S1 alone നമുക്ക് രണ്ട് യുണീക്ക് നമ്പേഴ്സ് കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാൻ പറ്റുമോ? No, because ഏത് നമ്പേഴ്സ് വേണമെങ്കിലും ആവാം. A ഒരു വാല്യൂ ആവുമ്പോൾ B വേറൊരു വാല്യൂ ആവാം. സോ ഇത് വെച്ച് നമ്മളൊരു വാല്യൂ കണ്ടുപിടിക്കണമെങ്കിൽ we need to know a relation between A and B. A relation between A and B. ആ relation between A and B എവിടെ തന്നിരിക്കുന്നത്? See, the relation between A and B. A is to B equal to 8:5. It is given by the statement 2. So, statement 1 and 2 are required to answer the question. Statement 1 and 2 are required to answer the question. This is data sufficiency. Next question. See, complete the sequence 64, 16, 8, 64, 16, 8, 6, 6, 7.5 dash. Okay. നമുക്ക് എന്തെങ്കിലും റിലേഷൻ എസ്റ്റാബ്ലിഷ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുമോ എന്ന് നോക്കാം. See, 64 and 16 എന്താണ്? 64 into 1/4 is 16. 16 and 8 into 1/2 is 8. Okay. Now ഇവിടെ എന്താ വരിക? 8 into 3/4 അല്ലേ 6. 8 into 3/4 അല്ലേ 6. And this will be 1. So നമുക്ക് എന്ത് മനസ്സിലായി? There is some relation in multiplication. ഇവിടെയും 4 ആണ്, ഇവിടെയും 4 ആണ്. We try to merge it. So 1/4 എല്ലാം നമ്മൾ 4 ആക്കുവാണ്. ഡിനോമിനേറ്റേഴ്സ് എല്ലാം 4 ആക്കുവാണ്. ഇവിടെ എന്താ സംഭവിക്കുക? 2/4, 3/4, 4/4 എന്ന് വരും. See, the numerators are following a pattern 1, 2, 3, 4. ഇനി 6 into 5/4 ചെയ്ത് നോക്കി എന്താ സംഭവിക്കുക? 6 into 5/4 ചെയ്ത് നോക്കി എന്താ സംഭവിക്കുക? We will get 7.5. So എന്തായിരിക്കും? Next digit will be 7.5 into 5 കഴിഞ്ഞ 6/4. 7.5 into 6/4, that is 11.25. So ഈ സീരീസ് എന്താണ് ഫോളോ ചെയ്യുന്നത്? next number, അതായത് 1/4 കൊണ്ട് മൾട്ടിപ്ലൈ ചെയ്തു, നെക്സ്റ്റ് 2/4 കൊണ്ട് മൾട്ടിപ്ലൈ ചെയ്തു, നെക്സ്റ്റ് 3/4 കൊണ്ട് മൾട്ടിപ്ലൈ ചെയ്തു, 4/4, 5/4, 6/4 and 7/4, etc. etc. This series goes. Clear? Okay. Next question. Next question is again a type of data sufficiency plus percentages. Data sufficiency plus percentages. Question endana? What is the difference between P and Q? What is the difference between P and Q? Let's take statement 1 alone. P is 50% of M. We don't know a relation between P and Q in the statement 1. Q, statement 2 എന്താ പറയുന്നത്? Q is 54% of M. അവിടെ നമുക്ക് എന്തെങ്കിലും ഒരു എന്താ പറയാ ഡിഫറൻസ് കിട്ടോ or relation between P and Q? No. So statement 1 alone പറ്റില്ല, 2 alone പറ്റില്ല. Both statements 1 and 2. Both statements 1 and 2. നമുക്ക് P minus Q യുടെ വാല്യൂ ആണ് കിട്ടേണ്ടത്. P minus Q can be written as 50% of M minus 54% of M, which means എന്താണ് നമ്മുടെ difference will be 4% of M. Difference will be 4% of M. So ഇവിടെ നമുക്ക് എന്ത് മനസ്സിലായി? We got a difference, but we didn't get the exact difference. We got it as a percentage of another quantity. So we didn't get the exact difference or numerical difference. So the answer is D. Both statements 1 and 2 are not sufficient. Both statements 1 and 2 are not sufficient. Clear? Now, next question. In an examination, a student has to answer 5 questions out of 7 questions. Okay? We have 7 questions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. ഇതിൽ നിന്നും you need to answer 5 questions. But എന്താ ഇവർ പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്നത്? 1 and 2 are compulsory. 1 and 2 are compulsory. അപ്പോൾ മൊത്തം 5 അറ്റൻഡ് ചെയ്യണം. അതിൻ്റെ അകത്ത് നിന്ന് 1 and 2 are compulsory. So ഇനി നമുക്ക് എത്ര അറ്റൻഡ് ചെയ്യണം? We need to attend 3 questions from ബാക്കിയുള്ള 5 questions. 3 questions from 5 questions. This is a basic formula of combinations. Formula of permutation combinations. Like combinations. We need to select 3 questions from 5 questions. This is expressed as 5C3. This is expressed as 5C3, which means you need to select 3 questions from 5 questions. So what is 5C3? 5C3 can be written as 5 into 4 into 3 by 1 into 2 into 3. Just 10 ways. 5C3 is 10. You can select it in 10 ways. Now, moving to the 19th question. How many rectangles are there in a chessboard? How many rectangles are there in a chessboard? Okay. So, before doing this question, we need to know about how a rectangle is formed. A rectangle is formed by 2 parallel lines, 2 parallel vertical lines and 2 parallel horizontal lines. 2 parallel vertical lines and 2 parallel horizontal lines. Okay. Ipo, how many parallel vertical lines are there in a chessboard? We have 9 vertical lines. 9 vertical lines. We have 8 cubes. So we have 9 vertical lines and 9 horizontal lines. 9 horizontal lines. 9 vertical and 9 horizontal lines. So, we need to choose 2 vertical lines and 2 horizontal lines. So, what is the formula? It will be 9C2, 9C2. We are choosing 2 vertical lines and 2 horizontal lines. Now, ഇത് രണ്ടും ഒരേ സമയമാണ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. So, 9C2 into 9C2. 9C2 into 9C2. This can be written as 9 into 8 by 1 into 2 into 9 into 8 by 1 into 2. 2 2 cut. 4 4. Okay? Clear? So, unit digit മാത്രം വെച്ച് നമുക്ക് കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാം. 4 into 4 is 16. So, unit digit will be 6. 9 into 9 is 81. So, 81 into 1 into 6. The unit digit will be 6. 6 ഉള്ള ഒരു ആൻസറേ ഉള്ളൂ. It is 1296. It is 1296. This is how we find the number of rectangles in a chessboard. Number of rectangles in a chessboard. Let's look at this question. If the different combinations of the word examination are listed as in a dictionary, then how many items are there in the list before the word EAA, II, MNN, OTX? So if we look at this word, after E, every letters are in the alphabetical order. So, നമ്മൾ എന്താണ് കണ്ടുപിടിക്കേണ്ടത്? We need to find the number of letters in which the letters start with the letter A. Okay? Because this is the first letter which start with E. So, എങ്ങനെയാണ് നമ്മൾ കണ്ടുപിടിക്കുക? If you fix A, you will have 10 columns. You will have 10 columns. So, total possibilities are 10 factorial. 10 factorial by how many of them are repeating? You have A repeating, you have I repeating, and N repeating. So it will be 2 factorial into 2 factorial into 2 factorial. Okay. If you look at this equation, the answer will be B. For doing this in a simpler way, what is 10 factorial? 10 into 9 into 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2. And divided by 2 factorial into 2 factorial into 2 factorial. 2 into 2 into 2 is 8. So you cut 8. So if you look at this, 5 into 4 is 20 and 20 into 10 is 200. So the end product or the end result will contain 2 zeros, which is only answer B. So the option is B. If the total diagonals of a polygon are 65, then the number of sides of a polygon is. If the total diagonals of a polygon are 65, then the number of sides of a polygon is. Okay. So, what is the formula of the number of diagonals? Number of diagonals is given by the formula n into n minus 3 by 2. N into n minus 3 by 2. So, this is equal to 65. N square minus 3n minus n square minus 3n minus 130 equal to 0. N square minus 3n minus 130 equal to 0, and n will be equal to 13. N will be equal to 13. Okay, 13 into 10. 13 into 10. 30 into 10 is 130. 130 by 2 is 65. 130 by 2 is 65. So this is a 13-sided polygon. This is a 13-sided polygon which has 65 diagonals. It has 65 diagonals. Okay. Now, yes. So, question number 25. What is the probability that the position in which the consonants remain unchanged when the letters of the word math, M-A-T-H, are rearranged? Okay. We have four letters. So, total rearrangements endana? Total rearrangements are 4 factorial. Total rearrangement is 4 factorial. Now, ഇവിടെ നോക്കൂ 1 3 4 1 3 4 ആണ് നമ്മുടെ കൺസണൻസ്. കൺസണൻസിന്റെ പൊസിഷൻസ് മാറുന്നില്ല. സോ കൺസണൻസിന്റെ പൊസിഷൻസ് മാറാതെ അതായത് 1, 3, 4 ആർ ഡെഡിക്കേറ്റഡ് ടു കൺസണൻസ്. അത് മാറാതെ നമുക്ക് എത്ര ഡിസയേർഡ് വേസിൽ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും? ദാറ്റ് ഇസ് 3 എണ്ണം റീഅറേഞ്ച് ചെയ്യുകയാണ്. സോ 3 ഫാക്ടോറിയൽ. സോ റിക്വയർഡ് പ്രോബബിലിറ്റി എന്താണ്? റിക്വയർഡ് പ്രോബബിലിറ്റി ഈസ് ഡിസയേർഡ് ബൈ ടോട്ടൽ. That is 3 factorial. 3 factorial is 6 by 4 factorial is 24. 6 by 24. It is 6 by 24. That is B 1 by 4. That is B 1 by 4. Next question. 26. A fair coin is tossed repeatedly. Note the point. A fair coin. This is a fair coin that is tossed repeatedly. If tail appears on first 4 tosses, then the probability of head appearing in the 5th toss. ആദ്യത്തെ 4 ടോസിലും നമുക്ക് ഹെഡ് ആണ് കിട്ടിയത്. എന്നാൽ 5th ടോസിൽ എന്ത് കിട്ടും? അല്ലെങ്കിൽ 5th ടോസിൽ ഹെഡ് അപ്പിയർ ചെയ്യാനുള്ള പ്രോബബിലിറ്റി എന്താണ്? സി, ആദ്യം തന്നെ ഇവര് ഫെയർ കോയിൻ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ നമ്മൾ എത്ര പ്രാവശ്യം നമ്മൾ ആ ഫെയർ കോയിനെ ടോസ് ചെയ്താലും നമുക്ക് ഹെഡ് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ടെയിൽ ആയിരിക്കും കിട്ടുന്നത്. ക്ലിയർ? എത്ര പ്രാവശ്യം ടോസ് ചെയ്താലും ഹെഡ് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ടെയിൽ ആയിരിക്കും കിട്ടുന്നത്. സോ 5th ടോസിന്റെ പ്രോബബിലിറ്റി എന്തായിരിക്കും? ഇറ്റ് വിൽ ബി സെയിം ആസ് ദി ഫസ്റ്റ് ടോസ് ഓർ nth ടോസ്. എത്ര പ്രാവശ്യം ടോസ് ചെയ്താലും നമ്മുടെ പ്രോബബിലിറ്റി 1/2 ആയിരിക്കും. 1/2 ആയിരിക്കും. ക്ലിയർ? നൗ നെക്സ്റ്റ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ 27. How many different 4-digit numbers can be formed using the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 without repetition such that digit 5 appears exactly once? Digit 5 appears exactly once. So 2, 3, 4. ഒരു 4-digit നമ്പർ ആണ്. ഒരു സ്ഥലത്ത് എന്തായാലും 5 വരണം. സോ സെക്കൻഡ് പൊസിഷനിൽ എത്ര പോസിബിലിറ്റീസ് വരാം? 5 ഒഴിച്ച് ബാക്കിയെല്ലാം. ദാറ്റ് ഇസ് 8 പോസിബിലിറ്റീസ്. ഇനി തേർഡ് പൊസിഷൻ നമുക്കിനി ബാക്കി എത്രയാ ഉള്ളത്? 7. ഫോർത്ത് പൊസിഷനിൽ 6. ഇത്രയുമാണ് നമ്മൾ 5നെ ഒരു സ്ഥലത്ത് ഫിക്സ് ചെയ്ത കിട്ടുന്ന പ്രോബബിലിറ്റി അല്ല, വേസ്. ദാറ്റ് ഇസ് 8 into 7 into 6. ഓക്കെ. നൗ ഈ 5 തന്നെ 4 പൊസിഷനിൽ വരാലോ. വരാം. സോ ഇൻറ്റു 5. 8 into 7 into 5 അല്ല 4 പൊസിഷൻസ് അല്ലേ? 4. 8 into 7 into 6 into 4. That is 1, 3, 4, 4. That is 1, 3, 4, 4. Clear? Next question. Yes, the question is, Ajay has 7 relatives, 3 men and 4 women. His wife Kajal has 7 relatives, 3 women and 4 men. In how many ways can they invite 3 men and 3 women so that 3 of them are Ajay's relatives and 3 of them are Kajal's relatives? Okay, ഈ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ. സോ എന്തൊക്കെ കേസാണുള്ളത്? അതായത് അജയുടെ റിലേറ്റീവ്സ് എന്തൊക്കെയാണ്? അജയുടെ റിലേറ്റീവ്സ് ആർ 3 men and 4 female or 4 women. Now Kajal's relative എന്താണ്? 4 men and 3 females. Okay, we need to choose 3 men and 3 females, where 3 will be Ajay's relatives, 3 will be Kajal's relatives. 3 will be Ajay's relatives, 3 will be Kajal's relatives. Now എന്തൊക്കെ കേസ് ഉണ്ട്? കേസ് 1, case 1. We are looking at the case 1 where Ajay, Kajal, men, female. Okay. First one എന്താ സംഭവിക്കുക? ഫസ്റ്റ് വൺ അജയുടെ റിലേറ്റീവ്സിനെ ആരെയും വിളിക്കുന്നില്ല, കാജലിന്റെ റിലേറ്റീവ്സിനെ വിളിക്കുന്നു ഫുൾ. നെക്സ്റ്റ് അജയുടെ റിലേറ്റീവ്സ് 3 പേരെ വിളിക്കുന്നു, കാജലിന്റെ റിലേറ്റീവ്സ് ആരെയും തന്നെ വിളിക്കുന്നില്ല. ക്ലിയർ? ദിസ് ഇസ് ദി ഫസ്റ്റ് പോസിബിലിറ്റി. അപ്പോൾ കാജലിന്റെ റിലേറ്റീവ്സ് 3 പേരെ വിളിക്കണം. ടോട്ടൽ എത്ര പേരാ ഉള്ളത്? അതായത് കാജലിന്റെ റിലേറ്റീവ്സ് 3 പേരെയും അജയുടെ റിലേറ്റീവ്സ് 3 പേരെയും. ക്ലിയർ? സോ ഇതിന്റെ പോസിബിലിറ്റി എന്താണ്? ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ഗിവൺ ബൈ 4c3 ഇൻറ്റു 4c3. 4c3 ഇൻറ്റു 4c3. 4 പേരിൽ നിന്നും 3 പേരെ സെലക്ട് ചെയ്തു. എഗെയിൻ 4 പേരിൽ നിന്നും 3 പേരെ സെലക്ട് ചെയ്തു. നെക്സ്റ്റ് കേസ് 2. കേസ് 2. ഓക്കെ, കേസ് 2ൽ അജയ്, കാജൽ, മെയിൽ, ഫീമെയിൽ. ഓക്കെ, അജയ്, കാജൽ, മെയിൽ, ഫീമെയിൽ. എന്താ ചെയ്യുന്നത്? സെക്കൻഡ് വൺ ഇവിടെ നിന്ന് ഒരാളെ എടുത്തു, ഇവിടെ നിന്ന് 2 പേരെടുത്തു. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഇവിടെ 2 പേരെടുത്തു, ഇവിടെ നിന്ന് ഒരാളെടുത്തു. ഓക്കെ, ഇവിടെ നിന്ന് 2 പേരെടുത്തു. ആദ്യം അജയിന്ന് മെയിൽ ഒരാളെടുത്തു, കാജലിൽ നിന്ന് 2 മെയിൽസിനെ എടുത്തു. അജയിന്ന് ഫീമെയിൽ 2 പേരെ എടുത്തു, കാജലിൽ നിന്ന് ഫീമെയിൽ ഒരാളെടുത്തു. സോ എത്ര പോസിബിലിറ്റിയാണ് വരുന്നത്? 3c1 3ൽ നിന്നും ഒരാളെ ഇൻറ്റു 4c2 കാജലിന്റെ 4 പേരുണ്ട്, അവിടെ നിന്നും 2 പേരെടുത്തു. നൗ ഇൻറ്റു ഒരേപോലെ അജയുടെ ഫീമെയിൽസ് ഇസ് 4c2 ഇൻറ്റു കാജലിന്റെ ഫീമെയിൽസ്, ദാറ്റ് ഇസ് 3c1. 3c1. This is case 2. We are splitting. അതായത് അജയിൽ നിന്ന് 1 മെയിലും കാജലിൽ നിന്ന് 2 മെയിലും, അജയിൽ നിന്ന് 2 ഫീമെയിൽ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ കാജലിൽ നിന്ന് 1 ഫീമെയിൽ. ഓക്കെ, ഇതാണ് സെക്കൻഡ് കേസ്. സ്പ്ലിറ്റ് ചെയ്തു. കേസ് 3. കേസ് 3ൽ എന്താ ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്നത്? കേസ് 3ൽ അജയ്, കാജൽ, മെയിൽ, ഫീമെയിൽ. സിമിലർ ടു ദി ഫസ്റ്റ് കേസ്. ഫസ്റ്റ് കേസിൽ നമ്മൾ എന്താ ചെയ്തേ? ഫസ്റ്റ് കേസിൽ കാജലിൽ നിന്നാണ് 3 ഫീമെയിൽസിനെ എടുത്തേ. ഇപ്പോൾ അജയിൽ നിന്ന് 3 ഫീമെയിൽസിനെയും അജയിൽ നിന്ന് 3 മെയിൽസിനെയും കാജലിൽ നിന്ന് 3 ഫീമെയിൽസിനെ എടുത്തു. അജയിൽ നിന്ന് 3 മെയിൽസിനെയും കാജലിൽ നിന്ന് 3 ഫീമെയിൽസിനെ എടുത്തു. ഓക്കെ, സോ എന്തായിരിക്കും നമ്മുടെ റിക്വയർഡ് പോസിബിലിറ്റി? റിക്വയർഡ് പോസിബിലിറ്റീസ് 3c3 ഇൻറ്റു 3c3. കാരണം അജയുടെ 3 മെയിൽസ് ആണ് ഉള്ളത്, സോ 3c3 ഇൻറ്റു കാജലിന്റെ 3 ഫീമെയിൽസ് ആണ് ഉള്ളത്, സോ 3c3. ഓക്കെ, ഒരുമിച്ചാണ് എടുക്കുന്നത്, സോ മൾട്ടിപ്ലിക്കേഷൻ. ഒരു കേസും കൂടെ ഉണ്ട്, കേസ് 4. മെയിൽ, ഫീമെയിൽ, അജയ്, കാജൽ. ഓക്കെ, ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് ഇതിന്റെ നേരെ ഓപ്പോസിറ്റ്. 2 1 1 2 2 1 1 2. സോ എന്താ സംഭവിക്കുക? 3c2 ഇവിടെ എന്താ? ഇവിടെ 3 പേരാണുള്ളത്, സോ 3c2 ഇൻറ്റു 4c1 3 4. ഓക്കെ, ഇൻറ്റു ഇവിടെ 4 പേരല്ലേ ഉള്ളേ, അജയുടെ ഫീമെയിൽ 4c1 ഇൻറ്റു 3c2. 4c1 ഇൻറ്റു 3c2. ക്ലിയർ? ഇതൊക്കെയാണ് നമുക്കുള്ള പോസിബിലിറ്റീസ്. ഇത്രയുമാണ് നമുക്കുള്ള പോസിബിലിറ്റീസ്. ഇനി എല്ലാ പോസിബിലിറ്റീനെയും ആഡ് ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ യു വിൽ ഗെറ്റ് ദി ടോട്ടൽ വേസ്. ടോട്ടൽ വേസ് ഇസ് 485. Total weight is 485. Clear? Now, next question. A box contains 2 red 2 red, 3 green, and 4 blue balls. 2 red, 3 green, and 4 blue balls. In how many ways can 3 balls be selected? 3 balls be selected from the box if at least 1 green ball is to be included. If at least 1 green ball is to be included. At least ആണ് ചോദിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്. So at least കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാനുള്ള ഫോർമുല എന്താണ്? At least കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാൻ we need to just find the total number of ways minus green ball select ചെയ്യാത്ത ways. Total number of ways minus green ball നെ select ചെയ്യാത്ത ways. അതാണ് if you are doing at least. Okay, total number of balls എന്താണ്? Total number of balls is 4 plus 3 plus 2, 9 balls. Total number of balls is 9 balls. Total selections എന്താണ്? Total selection will be 9 balls in we need to select 3 balls. That is 9C3. Okay. Now, green നെ select ചെയ്യാത്ത ways എന്താണ്? Green കളഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ we get blue and red. That is 6. 6 എണ്ണത്തിൽ നിന്ന് 3 എണ്ണം സെലക്ട് ചെയ്താൽ മതി. 9C3 minus 6C3. 9C3 minus 6C3, that is 64. 9C3 minus 6C3, that is 64. Next question. Yes. Similar type of question last time was asked. ചോദിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത് എന്താണ്? Maximum number of attempts. Maximum number of attempts. Okay. നോക്കൂ, Raj has different pairs of gloves for different formats of cricket. 2 pairs of T20, 3 pairs of ODI, and 8 pairs of test team gloves. Okay, T20 matches on Monday, ODI matches on Tuesday, and test matches on Friday. Okay, maximum number of attempts he has to make to choose a correct pair of gloves to play on Monday. On Monday എന്നാണ് ചോദിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്. So Monday ഏതാ കളിക്കുന്നത്? Monday he will be playing a T20 match. Monday he will be playing a T20 match. So 2 pairs of T20 മാച്ചിനെയാണ് നമുക്ക് ചൂസ് ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്. മാക്സിമം അറ്റംപ്റ്റ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നമ്മൾ ഏറ്റവും അവസാനം മാത്രമേ ഈ കറക്റ്റ് പെയറിനെ എടുക്കാവുള്ളൂ. ഓക്കെ, സോ വി നീഡ് ടു ഇലാപ്സ് ഓൾ അവർ അറ്റംപ്റ്റ്സ്. സോ ഇതിനെന്താണ് ഇലാപ്സ് ചെയ്യാൻ എടുക്കുക? ആദ്യം നമുക്ക് ടെസ്റ്റ് ടീം അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ODI ടീം എടുക്കാം. ആദ്യം ഞാൻ എടുക്കുന്നത് 8 pairs of ടെസ്റ്റ് ഗ്ലൗസ് ആണെങ്കിൽ എത്ര അറ്റംപ്റ്റ് വേണം? 8 pairs. So 8 pairs is 16 plus 3 pairs of ODI team plus 6. ഇനി 2 pairs of T20 ഗ്ലൗസിൽ, അതായത് 4 എണ്ണം ഉണ്ട്, അതിൽ ഞാൻ ആദ്യം എടുക്കുന്ന 2 എണ്ണം ഒരു കയ്യിലാണെങ്കിലോ? Consider I am taking the, like in the first 2 attempts I am taking the right hand gloves. Okay, അപ്പോഴും നമുക്ക് കിട്ടൂലല്ലോ. So plus 2. ഇപ്പം നമുക്ക് എന്താണ്? നമുക്ക് ODI ഉണ്ട്, ടെസ്റ്റ് ഉണ്ട്, T20യുടെ 2 പെയറും ഉണ്ട്. ഈ ബാക്കിയുള്ള 2 എണ്ണത്തിൽ ഏതെങ്കിലും ഒരെണ്ണം എടുത്താൽ തന്നെ നമുക്കൊരു പെയർ കിട്ടുമല്ലോ. ഏതെങ്കിലും ഒരെണ്ണം എടുത്താൽ തന്നെ. So answer is 16 plus 6 plus 2 plus 1, that is 25. 16 plus 6 plus 2 plus 1, that is 25. Next question. A cube is painted on all sides and cut into 64 small cubes. Cut into 64 small cubes of equal size. Find the number of smaller cubes in which 3 sides are painted. Find the number of smaller cubes in which 3 sides are painted. Okay, so 3 sides are painted എവിടെയാ വരിക? 3 sides are painted are always happening at the corners. ഒരു കോർണറിലല്ലേ 3 സൈഡും പെയിന്റിങ് വരത്തുള്ളൂ. സോ ഈ ടോട്ടൽ ഒരു ക്യൂബിന് എത്ര കോർണേഴ്സ് ഉണ്ടാവുമോ അത്രയും ക്യൂബ്സ് വിൽ ബി 3 sides painted. A cube, let it be bigger cube, a smaller cube, let it be divided into 64, 125, etc. എത്രയൊക്കെ നമ്മൾ ഡിവൈഡ് ചെയ്താലും we will have only 8 corners. So we will have only 8 cubes with 3 sides painted. We will have only 8 cubes with 3 sides painted. Next question. Similar question was asked in UPSC 2023. If today is Monday, then which day of week will be the 16 raised to 5th day? Which day will be the 16 raised to 5th day? Okay. So, ingane oru question thannal nammal endha cheyendenu pannu kayinal we need to find the remainder of 16 raised to 5 when divided by 7. We need to find the remainder of 16 raised to 5 when divided by 7. Okay. Now 16 raised to 5 is divided by 7. We need to find the remainder. Okay. So remainder oru property endaanu vechal nammal we need to just take ee 16 raised to 5 ne namukku 16 into 16 into ingane ezhudalo now 16 7 kondu poyal remainder endana? It will be 2. Remainder മാത്രമാണ് നോക്കുന്നത് 2. എന്താ സംഭവിക്കുക? This can be written as 2 raised to 5 by 7. Remainder. This can be written as 2 raised to 5 by 7. Okay. Now, because 16 ne 7 kondu divide by remainder is 2. 2 raised to 5 is 32 by 7. 2 raised to 5 is 32 by 7. 32 by 7 remainder endana? Remainder is 4. So we have 4 odd days. അതായത് Monday plus 4, that is Friday. Monday plus 4, that is Friday. So, ഏതാ വരിക 16 raised to 5th day? It will be a Friday. Clear? Now, three workers A, B and C take 20 days, 30 days, 60 days respectively, okay, to do a particular work. A and B work for the first day, B and C work for the second day, A and C work for the third day, and so on. Okay, and so on. രണ്ട് സ്റ്റേറ്റ്മെന്റ്സ് തന്നിട്ടുണ്ട്. രണ്ട് സ്റ്റേറ്റ്മെന്റ്സിനാണ് നമ്മൾ കണ്ടുപിടിക്കേണ്ടത്. I go A എത്ര ദിവസം എടുക്കും? A 20 days, B 30 days, and C 60 days. One day work. A into the 1 by 20, B into the 1 by 30, 1 by 60. Okay. So Monday, first day A plus B, second day B plus C, third day A plus C. So എന്താ നമുക്ക് മനസ്സിലായത്? 3 days work എന്താണ്? 3 days work എന്താണ്? 3 days work will be 2A plus 2B plus 2C. 2A plus 2B plus 2C. So total work completed in 3 days എന്തായിരിക്കും? Work completed in first day. Completed in first day എന്താണ്? A plus B, അതായത് 1 by 20 plus 1 by 30. 1 by 20 plus 1 by 30 അല്ലേ? That is 5 by 60. 5 by 60. B plus C, 1 by 30 plus 1 by 60. 1 by 30 plus 1 by 60, 3 by 60. A plus C, 1 by 20 plus 1 by 60, that equal to 4 by 60. 4 by 60. So 3 days കഴിയുമ്പോഴുള്ള വർക്ക് എന്താണ്? 3 days കഴിയുമ്പോഴുള്ള വർക്ക് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ 5 by 60 plus 3 by 60 plus 4 by 60, that will be 12/60. 3 days 12/60. This can be written as 1/5. 1/5 of the work. 1/5 of the work will be completed in 3 days. So total work completed into 5 into 3. Sorry, into 5. 1/5 into 5. So 3 days into 5. 15 days. 15 days to complete the whole work. Hey, 15th day എന്തായിരിക്കും? 15th day എന്തായിരിക്കും? സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്തത് മൺഡേ ആണ്. സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്തത് സൺഡേ അല്ലേ? സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്തത് സൺഡേ ആണ്. സോ 15th day എന്തായിരിക്കും? 15th day will also be a Sunday. 15th day will also be a Sunday. So ഇനി നമുക്ക് ഓപ്ഷൻസിലേക്ക് പോവാം. The work will be completed in 10 days. 10 days ആണോ? No, it will be 15 days. Statement 1 is incorrect. The work will be completed in a Sunday. The work will be completed in a Sunday. Answer is B. Answer is B. Next question. Yes. All artists are creative. This is a question from syllogism. All artists are creative. All artists are creative. Now, some artists are brilliant in maths. Some artists are brilliant in math. Next, frustrated people are prone to be math enthusiasts. Frustrated people are prone to be math enthusiasts. Okay, they are just prone. Now, statement 1. Conclusion ആണ് നമുക്ക് ചോദിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്. Artists are frustrated. Artists are frustrated എന്ന് പറയാൻ പറ്റുമോ? No, because frustrated people are prone to be math enthusiasts മാത്രമേ പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുള്ളൂ. Okay, now some math enthusiasts are creative. See here, some math enthusiasts are creative. Yes. All frustrated people are math enthusiasts. No. Creative people are generally frustrated. എന്തെങ്കിലും relation പറയുന്നുണ്ടോ? No. So the answer is B. Some math enthusiasts are creative. Some math enthusiasts are creative. Next. Let's take another question from syllogism. I watch YouTube only if I am bored. I watch YouTube only if I am bored. Now, I am never bored when I am with my family. When I am with my family, I am never bored. No connection. Whenever I go to theater, I take my family. Family ഉള്ളപ്പോൾ തിയേറ്ററിൽ പോകുമ്പോൾ ഞാൻ എൻ്റെ ഫാമിലിനെ കൊണ്ടുപോകും. Clear? Now, conclusion. If I am bored, I watch YouTube. ഞാൻ ബോർഡ് ആകുമ്പോൾ എപ്പോഴും ഞാൻ യൂട്യൂബ് വായിക്കോ? ഇല്ല. യൂട്യൂബ് നോക്കോ? ഇല്ല. If I am bored, I seek the company of my family. അങ്ങനെ എന്തെങ്കിലും പറയുന്നുണ്ടോ? ഇല്ല. If I am not with my brother, then I'll watch YouTube. If I am not with my brother, ബ്രദറിന്റെ കൂടെ അല്ല, ഞാൻ യൂട്യൂബ് വാച്ച് ചെയ്യോ? ഇല്ല. Now, if I am not bored, I do not watch YouTube. Consider this case. I am not bored. അപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ യൂട്യൂബ് കാണാൻ പറ്റുമോ? ഇല്ല. Because I can watch YouTube only if I am bored. Clear? Now, next question. 39 40. Next is the question from coding decoding. Question from coding decoding. എന്താണ് ചോദിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്? If black is coded as EODFN. Black is coded as EODFN. Then poster will be coded as. എന്താണ് റിലേഷൻ? B plus 3 is E. L plus 3 is O. A plus 3 is D. C plus 3 is F. And K plus 3 is N. If you are taking in the alphabetical order. So നമുക്ക് എന്ത് മനസ്സിലായി? Every letter is replaced by its third consecutive letter. So poster, poster, poster can be written as P plus 3. Yes. O plus 3 R. S plus 3 is V. W. T plus 3 is W. E plus 3 is H. R plus 3 is U. R plus 3 is U. Answer is B. Answer is B. Box. Next question. Question is 45. Abhi and Manu ran a 5-kilometer race along a circular track of 250 meters. Their ratios are in this, their speed are in the ratio. Their speed are in the ratio 3:2. If they start together in the same direction, how many times would would the first one pass the other, including the start of point? Including the start of point. What is the our speed in the ratio is 3:2, which means the faster one, if he runs 3 rounds, the slower one will run only 2 rounds. Adayada, after every 3 rounds, they will meet once. After every 3 rounds, they will meet once. Clear? So, നമുക്ക് ഇവിടെ എത്ര റൗണ്ട്സ് ഉണ്ടെന്ന് ആദ്യം നോക്കാം. എത്ര റൗണ്ട്സ് ഉണ്ടെന്ന് നോക്കാം. ടോട്ടൽ ഡിസ്റ്റൻസ് എന്താണ്? ടോട്ടൽ ഡിസ്റ്റൻസ് എന്താണ്? ടോട്ടൽ ഡിസ്റ്റൻസ് ഇസ് 5000 or 5 kilometer by 250 meter അല്ലേ? Yes. So എത്ര റൗണ്ട്സ് ഉണ്ട്? 20 rounds. 20 rounds. So 3 റൗണ്ടിൽ ഒരു പ്രാവശ്യം കാണും. 3 റൗണ്ടിൽ 3 റൗണ്ട്സ് കഴിയുമ്പോഴത്തേക്ക് ഒരു പ്രാവശ്യം മീറ്റ് ചെയ്യും. സോ 20 റൗണ്ട്സ് കഴിയുമ്പോഴത്തേക്ക് they will meet 6 times. They will meet 6 times. But ഇവിടെ എന്താ പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്നത്? Including the start of point. So 6 plus 1 7. 6 plus 1 7. Question 46. The speed of a boat in still water is 15 km per hour. Find the speed of the stream എന്നാണ് ചോദിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്. Statement 1 വെച്ച് കിട്ടോ? ഇല്ല, because speed of the boat മാത്രമാണ് തന്നിരിക്കുന്നത്. Now, the boat travels 20 km downstream. Boat travels 20 km downstream. So സമയം എത്രയാണ്? Speed എത്രയാണ്? 20 kilometers downstream. Downstream വരുമ്പോൾ സ്പീഡ് എത്രയാണ്? Downstream speed is 15 plus s. 15 plus s. And back എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ 20 by 15 minus s. 20 by 15 minus s in 4 hours. 20 by 15 plus s, 20 by 15 minus s in 4 hours. Okay? So statement 1 and statement 2 will you will get 20 by 15 plus s plus 20 by 15 minus s in a 4 hours. So എന്താ നമുക്ക് കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാൻ പറ്റുക? നമുക്ക് we have only one variable and we have only one equation, so we can solve the equation and we can get it as the speed of the stream as root of 75. We can get it as root of 75. So basically ഇത് നിങ്ങൾ ചെയ്താൽ മതി. അതായത് ഒരു വേരിയബിളേ ഉള്ളൂ, ഒരു ഇക്വേഷനേ ഉള്ളൂ. So we can solve the equation. So the answer is both S1 and S2 are required to answer the question. Next. A series type of question. ഇങ്ങനത്തെ questions just put the values in the series and look whether it is following or not. Look whether it is following or not. നോക്കൂ, ഫസ്റ്റ് ഞാൻ ഓപ്ഷൻ ഇട്ട് കൊടുക്കുകയാണ്. സി ബി ബി എ, എ ബി സി സി, എ ബി ബി സി, ബി എ ബി സി. No following, no following. Next, B, B, C, B, A, A. നോക്കൂ, എ ബി സി സി, എ ബി ബി സി, എ എ ബി സി, എ ബി സി സി, എ ബി സി സി, എ ബി ബി സി, എ എ ബി സി. That follows a pattern. That follows a pattern. So the answer is B. So the answer is B. Next. Next question, 48. Find the rank of Manav from the last. Find the rank of Manav from the last. First statement. The total number of students in the class is 50. Total number മാത്രമേ പറഞ്ഞുള്ളൂ. മാനവിന്റെ റാങ്ക് നമുക്കറിയില്ല, മാനവ് എവിടെയാണെന്ന് നമുക്കറിയില്ല. So statement 1 പറ്റില്ല. Next. Statement 2. Manav is behind Sanjay. Manav is behind Sanjay, who is third in the class. അതായത് Sanjay's rank is third from the top. Sanjay's rank is third from the top. Manav, who is behind Sanjay by 15 ranks. 15 rank. അപ്പം 18th റാങ്കിൽ മാനവ് ഉണ്ടാവും. 18th റാങ്കിൽ മാനവ് ഉണ്ടാവും. പക്ഷേ സ്റ്റേറ്റ്മെന്റ് 2 മാത്രം വെച്ച് നമുക്ക് എത്ര പേരുണ്ടെന്ന് അറിയില്ല. സോ ലാസ്റ്റ് എന്നുള്ള റാങ്ക് കിട്ടില്ല. Now see, 50 പേരേ ഉള്ളൂ. Manav's rank is 18 from the top, so rest from the bottom. That is 32 from the bottom. So statement 1 and 2 is sufficient to answer the question. Statement 1 and 2 is sufficient to answer the question. Next. Next. Type of a coding question. Type of a coding question. See, $13.05 equal to 12. $17.15 equal to 8. Then $25.20 equal to dash. Okay. നമുക്ക് ഇവിടെ നോക്കിയാൽ എന്താ മനസ്സിലാവുന്നേ? Just look at the numbers. 13, 5, 12, 17, 15, 8. എന്താണ് പ്രത്യേകത? These follow a Pythagorean triplets. They follow a Pythagorean triplets, which means 5 square plus 12 square equal to 13 square. 17 square plus 15 square equal to, 15 square plus 8 square equal to 17. So എന്താ ചെയ്യണ്ടേ? First in the square minus second number in the square. 25 square is 625 minus 400 equal to 225 equal to 225. 225 is the square of 15. 225 is the square of 15. So the answer is 15. Answer is 15. Yes. Now we have the 50th question. There are 3 boys and 4 girls seated around a circular table so that no 2 boys are together. Okay. We take a circular table. 4 positions girls വേണം. Girls, 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 girls. ഇനി ഈ 4 പൊസിഷനിൽ ഇടയ്ക്കായിരിക്കണം ബോയ്സ്. സോ ബോയ്സിനെ പ്ലേസ് ചെയ്യാൻ എത്ര പ്ലേസ് ഉണ്ട്? We have 4 places. ഈ 4 പ്ലേസസിൽ we need to place 3. We need to place 3. That is 4p3. That is 4p3. 4p3 is 24. 24 ways നമുക്ക് place ചെയ്യാം. Now ഈ ഗേൾസിനെ നമുക്ക് റീഅറേഞ്ച് ചെയ്യാലോ. ഗേൾസിനെ റീഅറേഞ്ച് ചെയ്യാം. സർക്കുലർ പെർമിറ്റേഷൻ ആണ്. സർക്കുലർ പെർമിറ്റേഷൻ ways is given by n minus 1 factorial. n minus 1 factorial. Okay. Straight line ആണെങ്കിൽ n factorial. Circular ആയതുകൊണ്ട് n minus 1 factorial. So n minus 1 factorial is 4 ആണ്, 3 factorial. So total ways എന്താണ്? 24 into 3 factorial. 24 into 3 factorial, that is 144. That is 144. Clear? Next question. Yes. Question number 55. What is the value of x in the given sequence? What is the value of x in the given sequence? This is a series. So, നമ്മൾ നേരത്തെ നോക്കിയ പോലെ let's take the difference. ഇതെന്താണ് difference? Difference is 1. ഇവിടെ എന്താ difference? It is 64, 4, 60. ഇവിടെ എന്താണ് difference? What is the difference? It is 9. Now 16, 25, 36, 49. Alle? This is the difference. See, നമ്മൾ മൈനസ് മാത്രമല്ല എടുക്കുന്നത്. We just take the difference. 63 minus 64 അല്ല 64 minus 63. Just take the difference. So, difference എന്താണ്? Difference is following a pattern. ഇവിടെ നോക്കൂ 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49. എന്താണ് പാറ്റേൺ? 1 സ്ക്വയർ, 2 സ്ക്വയർ, 3 സ്ക്വയർ, 4 സ്ക്വയർ, 5 സ്ക്വയർ, 6 സ്ക്വയർ, 7 സ്ക്വയർ. ക്ലിയർ? ആൻഡ് ഇവിടെ നോക്കൂ ഓൾട്ടർനേറ്റ് അല്ലേ? ഇവിടെ മൈനസ് ആണ്, ഇവിടെ പ്ലസ് ആണ്, മൈനസ് ആണ്, പ്ലസ് ആണ്, മൈനസ് ആണ്, പ്ലസ് ആണ്, അങ്ങനെയാ പോകുന്നത്. ക്ലിയർ? ക്ലിയർ? സോ എന്തായിരിക്കും? ഇറ്റ് വിൽ ബി 91 മൈനസ്, ഇവിടെ പ്ലസ് ആയതുകൊണ്ട് ഇനി മൈനസ് 49 കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ വരുന്നത് ഇറ്റ് ഇസ് 8 സ്ക്വയർ 64. 8 സ്ക്വയർ 64. ആൻസർ ഇസ് 27. ആൻസർ ഇസ് 27. നെക്സ്റ്റ്. Next. If ABCD are two distinct two-digit positive numbers, then what is the smallest possible value? What is the smallest possible value? So, smallest possible value കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാൻ നമ്മൾ എന്താ ചെയ്യേണ്ടേ? We need to take the smallest numbers. Smallest positive integers ഏതൊക്കെയാണ്? 10, 11, 12 and 13. 12 and 13. ഇതിൻ്റെ ഡിഫറെൻറ്റ് റീഅറേഞ്ച്മെൻറ്റ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോഴാണ് നമുക്ക് ഈ ആൻസർ കിട്ടുന്നുണ്ടോ ഇല്ലയോ എന്ന് നോക്കാം. ഓക്കെ, ഞാൻ ഗ്രൂപ്പ് ചെയ്യുവാണ്. ഇതെത്ര വരിക? ആഡ് ചെയ്യുമ്പം 21 and 25. 21 and 25. 21 into 25 is 525. 525. That is the answer. Okay. So, smallest number കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി എന്താ ചെയ്യേണ്ടതെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഇൻക്രീസിംഗ് ഓർഡറിൽ എഴുതുക and club the two numbers. Club the two numbers in the increasing order itself. Club the two numbers in the increasing order itself. Next. Yes. What is the remainder when 11 into 13 into 15 into 17 into 19 into 21 into 23 into 25 into 27? Okay, is divided by 100. Is divided by 100. So, ഈ divided by 100 നോക്കിക്കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നമ്മുടെ ഓപ്ഷൻസിലേക്ക് നോക്കൂ. ഓപ്ഷൻസിൽ എന്താ പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്നത്? ഓപ്ഷൻസിലെ യൂണിറ്റ് ഡിജിറ്റ് എല്ലാം ഡിഫറെൻ്റ് ആണ്. ഓപ്ഷൻസിലെ യൂണിറ്റ് ഡിജിറ്റ് എല്ലാം ഡിഫറെൻ്റ് ആണ്. സോ വി നീഡ് ടു ജസ്റ്റ് ഫൈൻഡ് ദി യൂണിറ്റ് ഡിജിറ്റ്. ഓപ്ഷൻസിലെ യൂണിറ്റ് ഡിജിറ്റ് എല്ലാം ഡിഫറെൻ്റ് ആയതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ വി നീഡ് ടു ജസ്റ്റ് ഫൈൻഡ് ദി യൂണിറ്റ് ഡിജിറ്റ്. സോ യൂണിറ്റ് ഡിജിറ്റ് നോക്കൂ, ഇവിടെ നോക്കൂ, എല്ലാം ഓഡ് നമ്പേഴ്സ് അല്ലേ? എല്ലാം ഓഡ് നമ്പേഴ്സ് അല്ലേ? ആൻഡ് നോക്കൂ, ആൻഡ് we have 5 also. 5 into any odd number. Say നോക്കൂ, 5 into 1 is 5. 5 into 3 is 15. 5 into 5 is 25. 5 into 7 is 35, etc. etc. എന്താ മനസ്സിലായേ? 5 into any odd number is always 5. 5 into any odd number is always 5. So ഈ പ്രോഡക്റ്റിൻ്റെ ലാസ്റ്റ് 2 digits എന്തായിരിക്കും? Last digit will be 5 and the last 2 digits will be 75. Last digit 5 ആയതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ we have only one option. So it is 75. 75. Next question, 58. നെക്സ്റ്റ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ 58 ചെയ്ത് നോക്കാം. എന്താണ് പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്നത്? എ ബി ഇൻറ്റു സി ഈക്വൽസ് എന്താണ് പറഞ്ഞത്? എ ബി ഇൻറ്റു സി ഈക്വൽസ് 2b4 and CD into D equals CD into D equals CD into D equals 3 2 D 3 2 D. So ഇവിടെ നോക്കൂ, D into D equals D. Okay, D into D equals some number D and some carry over A. ഞാൻ A എന്ന് എടുക്കുന്നു. ഓക്കെ, ഇതിനെ സാറ്റിസ്ഫൈ ചെയ്യുന്ന ഡിയുടെ വാല്യൂ എന്താണ്? D ഈക്വൽസ് 5 എടുത്ത് നോക്കൂ. 5 into 5 equals 25. 5 into 5 equals 25. So ഞാൻ 5 കൊടുക്കുവാണ്. 5 D will be 5. This will be 2. This will be 2. Now 5 into something, 5 into D plus 2 equals to 32. അതായത് 5 into D equals 30. 5 into C. D അല്ല C. 5 into C equals 30. So C യുടെ വാല്യൂ എന്ത് കിട്ടും? C will be 6. C will be 6. So D എന്ത് കിട്ടി? D is 5. C is 6. ഇനി C ഞാൻ ഇവിടെ കൊടുക്കുവാണ്. AB into 6. AB into 6. B into 6. 6 into any number. 6 into some number is ending with 4. അതായത് 6 into 4 equals 24. അപ്പം എന്താ സംഭവിക്കുക? 2 ക്യാരി ഓവർ വരും. 4 ഇവിടെ വന്നു. ഇനി 6 into any number. B എത്ര കിട്ടി? 4. B 4. So പ്രോഡക്റ്റ് എന്തായിരിക്കും? 2 4 4. ഓക്കെ, 6 into any number plus 2. 6 into any number plus 2 equal to 24. 6 into any number plus 2 equal to 24 കിട്ടോ? 24 കിട്ടോ? കിട്ടൂല. So B equal to 4 അല്ല. B equal to 4 നമ്മൾ 6 into 4 is a possibility. Next 6 into 4 is a possibility. ഇനി 4 വരുന്ന വേറൊരു പോസിബിലിറ്റി എന്താണ്? വേറൊരു പോസിബിലിറ്റി is 6 into 9. 6 into 9 is 54. 6 into 9 is 54. അത് ട്രൈ ചെയ്യുവാണ്. ഇനി അപ്പം 2 9 4 എന്ന് കിട്ടും. 2 9 4 ചെക്ക് ചെയ്യുവാണ് ഞാൻ. 6 into A plus 5 equal to 29. 6 into A equals 24. So എയുടെ വാല്യൂ എന്ത് കിട്ടും? A will be 4. A will be 4. നമുക്ക് ചോദിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത് എന്താണ്? A plus B plus D plus C plus D equal plus 4. A എന്താ? A is 4. B is 9. സം എന്താണ്? 10. 10 plus 14. 10 plus 14 is 24 by 4. That equal to 6. 24 by 4. That equal to 6. So ഈ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ നമ്മൾ എന്താ ചെയ്തതെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ we have put different values of A, B and C and check for the condition. Clear? Check for the condition. So the answer is 6 24 by 4. Next 59. 59 എന്താണ് പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്നത്? 5 cube minus 46 cube minus 73 cube is divisible by? Is this particular problem is divisible by എന്നാണ് ചോദിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്. See, ഇവിടെ നമ്മൾ we are using a formula that is a plus b plus c the whole cube. A plus b plus c the whole cube. എന്താണ്? a cube plus b cube plus c cube plus 3 into a plus b into b plus c into a plus c into a plus c. ഇനി എന്താ ചെയ്യുക? We put different values. ഈ values എല്ലാം we put for a b and c. ഞാൻ 53നെ a ആയിട്ട് എടുത്തു, -46നെ b ആയിട്ട് എടുത്തു, -7നെ c ആയിട്ട് എടുത്തു, -7നെ c ആയിട്ട് എടുത്തു. സോ a cube b cube c cube, a cube b cube c cube എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ 53 cube minus 46 cube minus 7 cube minus 7 cube equals എന്താ വരിക? 3 into ab plus bc plus ac. 3 into ab plus bc plus ac എന്ന് പറയുമ്പം 3 into 7 into 53 into 46. 53 into 46. നെഗറ്റീവ് വരും, നെഗറ്റീവ് അങ്ങോട്ടും ഇങ്ങോട്ടും മൾട്ടിപ്ലൈ പോകുമ്പോഴത്തേക്ക് പോസിറ്റീവ് ആയിക്കോളും. ഓക്കെ, ഇവിടെ എന്താ വരിക? വാട്ട് വിൽ ബി ദിസ്? 46, 53 minus 46 minus 7, that is 0. That is 0. So നമുക്ക് എന്ത് മനസ്സിലായി? 53 cube minus 46 cube minus 7 ക്യൂബിനെ 3 into 7 into 53 into 46 എന്ന് എഴുതാം. ഓക്കെ, ഇനി ഇത് ചെക്ക് ചെയ്താൽ പോരെ? 6 and 9. 9ന്റെ ഏതെങ്കിലും ഒരു ഫാക്ടർ ഉണ്ടോ? 9ന്റെ ഏതെങ്കിലും മൾട്ടിപ്പിൾ ഉണ്ടോ? 9ന്റെ ഇല്ല. Now 2 and 21. 2ന്റെ ഉണ്ടല്ലോ 46. 21 is already there. 3 into 7 ഇത് വരാം. 23 ഉണ്ടോ? 23 into 2 is 46. So both b and c. 2 is a factor, 21 is a factor, 21 is again a factor, and 23 is also a factor. Clear? So D both b and c. D both b and c. Sixty-three. What is the inequality? 63 inequality എന്താണ്? If pen less than pencil, pencil less than book, book greater than cap, which one is always true? Which one is always true എന്നാണ് ചോദിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്. സോ ഇതിനെ നമ്മൾക്ക് എങ്ങനെ എഴുതാം? Pen less than pencil less than book. Pen less than pencil less than book greater than cap. Okay, so inequality എന്താ സംഭവിക്കാന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ, if you want to establish a relation between two things, you need to get a same pattern. So pen greater than cap. Pen greater than cap ആണോ? No, because we have a change in the signs. So no relationship can be established between pen and cap. Now pencil greater than cap പറയാൻ പറ്റുമോ? No, because the inequality has changed. Pen less than cap എന്ന് പറയാൻ പറ്റുമോ? No, because we can't establish a relation between pen and cap. Answer is none of the above. Answer is none of the above. Next question. Read this as a square plus b square, okay? A square plus b square. Now, find the unique numbers a and b. Find the unique numbers a and b. Statement 1 alone, a into b equal to 18. We can have n number of numbers, 2 into 9, 3 into 6, etc. etc. A square plus b square equal to 45. A square plus b square equal to 45. Let's check. 3 square plus 6 square equal to 45. Equal to 45. Okay? Now, consider one more thing. Minus 3 the whole square plus minus 6 the whole square equal to 45. Equal to 45. So, we got two pairs of numbers. Ini a into b ingodu cheyidu nokku. 3 into 6 is 18. Minus 3 into minus 6 is also 18. So, we have got two pairs of numbers satisfying both the statements. We got two pairs of numbers satisfying both the statements. So, answer is D. Statement 1 and 2 both are not sufficient to answer the question. Both are not sufficient to answer the question. Next. Options endana? Options is yeah. 1 is correct, 2 is correct, both are correct, both are not correct. Let P be any prime number and Q is a composite number. P is a prime number, Q is a composite number. Okay? Let's take statement 2. Let's take any value of Q. Any value of Q multiplied by 4 plus 3. Okay? One composite number fine. One odd number or even number. Okay? 4 into Q. In the even 4 into Q is always even. So, even plus odd will be odd. Even plus odd will be odd. So, statement 2 is not correct. Statement 2 is not correct. 2p plus 1 is definitely odd. 2p plus 1 is definitely odd. See, 2p, any number, 2p is always even. 2p is always even. So, even plus odd will be odd. Even plus odd will be odd. So, the answer is S1 is always correct. S1 is always correct. Next question. Next question. A, B, C, D, E, F is a regular hexagon. It's a regular hexagon. Okay? Six-sided polygon. Six-sided polygon. 3 points each are selected from each side. Three points each are selected. So, a total of 18 points are selected. 18 points are selected. How many distinct triangles? One triangle can be formed using 3 points. So, in the 18 C 3. 18 നിന്നും 3 പോയിന്റ് സെലക്ട് ചെയ്തു. Now look at this peculiarity. ഇവിടെ 3 പോയിന്റ് ഉണ്ട്. ഈ 3 പോയിന്റിനെ സെലക്ട് ചെയ്താൽ നമുക്കൊരു ട്രയാങ്കിൾ കിട്ടില്ല. Because they are in a straight line. അങ്ങനെ how much such points are there? We have 6 such points. So total possibilities minus 6. Total possibility, that is 18C3 minus 6. Minus 6 will be 8, 10. 18C3 is 816 minus 10 minus 6, that is 10. That is 10. Next question, really good question. In how many ways the letters of the word Mississippi can be rearranged? Mississippi can be rearranged. So total എത്ര letters ഉണ്ട്? 3, 6, 9, 11. Total we have 11 letters. So 11 letters can be arranged in 11 factorial ways. 11 factorial ways. Now എത്ര repetitions ഉണ്ട്? എത്ര repetitions ഉണ്ട്? We have 4s. 4s ഉണ്ട്. So 4 factorial repeat ചെയ്യും. Into എത്ര ഉണ്ട്? 4i. So again 4 factorial and 2p. So total ways divided by the repeated ways. Answer is 11 factorial by 4 factorial into 4 factorial into 2 factorial. Answer will be 34650. Answer will be 34650. Yes. So 4 dice are rolled. The number of possible outcomes in which at least one die shows 4. At least one die shows 4. Total possibility endana? Total possibility is, total probability. Yeah, total possible outcomes is 6 raised to 4. ഒരു ഡൈയിൽ 6 outcomes ഉണ്ട്. So 4 dice 6 raised to 4. ഇനി possible outcomes in which 4 not there. 4 not there. ഇപ്പൊ എത്ര എണ്ണം വരാം? 4 വരാൻ പറ്റൂലെങ്കിൽ ബാക്കി 5 എണ്ണമല്ലേ വരാൻ പറ്റുള്ളൂ. 1, 2, 3, 5 and 6. So 5 പോസിബിലിറ്റി ഉണ്ട്. അങ്ങനെ 4 ഡൈസ് ഉണ്ട്. സോ 5 raised to 4. സോ നമ്മുടെ റിക്വയർഡ് പോസിബിലിറ്റി എന്താണ്? ടോട്ടൽ പോസിബിലിറ്റീസ് മൈനസ് പോസിബിലിറ്റി വേർ 4 is not there. So answer will be 6 raised to 4 minus 5 raised to 4. Answer is A, 671. Answer is 671. Okay. Next, a cube is divided into 125 identical cubes. 125 identical cubes, which means an edge is divided into cube root of 125, that is 5. ഒരു എഡ്ജിനെ 5 ആയിട്ടാണ് ഡിവൈഡ് ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്നത്. Find the number of cubes which is surrounded by cubes on 4 sides. The number of cubes it is surrounded by cubes on 4 sides is given by the formula n minus 2 into 12. n minus 2 into 12. So എന്താ വരിക? 3 into 12, 36. 3 into 12, 36. Clear? Next question. Yes. Question number 75. Bad is coded as DAP. Then CABE is coded as. It's right here. Bad is coded as DAP. Okay. Then how is CABE coded? Let's look here. What is the value of B is 2, A is 1, D is 4. Okay. 1, 4, P is 16. Okay. So, what is the relation? They have taken the square of the numbers or the values of the alphabets and replaced it with the squares. So, C is 3. 3 into 9. 3 into 9 is, 3 is represented as 9. A, 1. B, 2. 4. E is 5. 25. E is 5. 25. So, 25 is Y. 4 is D. A is 1. And 9 is I. So, the answer is I, A, D, Y. Answer is I, A, D, Y. Clear? Now, good question. What is the remainder when 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 1000 digits is divided by 3, 4, 5? Okay? Now, ഇവിടെ നോക്കൂ, 3 ഡിജിറ്റ്സിലാണ് റിപ്പീറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. 3 ഡിജിറ്റ്സിലാണ് റിപ്പീറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. സോ എന്തായിരിക്കും? 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, എക്സെട്ര എക്സെട്ര എക്സെട്ര. ലാസ്റ്റ് ഒരു 3, 4, 5. സി 1000 ഡിജിറ്റ്സിന്റെ അടുത്തുള്ള 3യുടെ മൾട്ടിപ്പിൾ ഏതാണ്? ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് 999. ഓക്കെ. സോ ഈ 3, 4, 5 എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് 999th അല്ലെങ്കിൽ 5 എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് 999th ഡിജിറ്റ് ആയിരിക്കും. 999th ഡിജിറ്റ് ആയിരിക്കും. ആൻഡ് പിന്നെ ഒരു 3യും കൂടെ കാണും. സി ഹിയർ 3, 4, 5 കൊണ്ടാണ് ഡിവൈഡ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. 3, 4, 5 കൊണ്ട് ഡിവൈഡ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ ഇതുവരെയുള്ള പാർട്ട് 3, 4, 5 കൊണ്ട് ഡിവിസിബിൾ ആയിരിക്കുമല്ലോ. 3, 4, 5 കൊണ്ട് ഡിവിസിബിൾ ആയിരിക്കുമല്ലോ. സോ റിമൈൻഡർ എത്രയായിരിക്കും? റിമൈൻഡർ വുഡ് ബി 3. കാരണം 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, എക്സെട്ര 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 3, 4, 5, 999 ഡിജിറ്റ്സ്. ഇവിടെ ഒരു 0 ആയിരുന്നെങ്കിൽ ഇറ്റ് വുഡ് ബി ഡിവിസിബിൾ ബൈ 3, 4, 5. സോ ദി റിമൈൻഡർ ഇസ് 3. Clear? Now, '77 question. Average speed ആണ് ചോദിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്. Average speed is given by the formula. Total distance by total time. Total distance by total time ആണ് നമ്മൾ കണ്ടുപിടിക്കേണ്ടത്. ടോട്ടൽ ഡിസ്റ്റൻസ് എന്താണ്? 200 plus 300 plus 500. എത്ര വരിക? ടോട്ടൽ ഡിസ്റ്റൻസ് വിൽ ബി 1000 by ടോട്ടൽ ടൈം എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എന്താണ്? ഇൻഡിവിജ്വൽ ടൈംസിന്റെ സം. ഇവിടെ ഇൻഡിവിജ്വൽ ടൈം എന്താണ്? 200 by 4. ഡിസ്റ്റൻസ് ബൈ സ്പീഡ് ഈക്വൽ ടു ടൈം. 200 by 4 എത്രയാ വരിക? 200 by 4 will be 5 hours plus 300 by 20 15 hours plus 500 by 10 that would be again 50 hours. So നമ്മുടെ ആവറേജ് സ്പീഡ് എന്താണ്? 1000 by 50 plus 20 70. That would be 100 by 7. That would be 100 by 7. That is 14 2 by 7. 14 2 by 7. Next. Good question. What is the remainder? If 7 raised to 211 is divided by 8. 7 raised to 211 is divided by 8. Here, you need to look at a concept called negative remainder. Negative remainder. അതായത് if 7 is divided by 8. It can be written as, in the remainder നമുക്ക് എങ്ങനെ എഴുതാം? 7 എന്ന് എഴുതാം. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നെഗറ്റീവ് റിമൈൻഡർ കോൺസെപ്റ്റ് വെച്ച് it can be written as -1. Because 8 minus 1. ഒന്നുകിൽ 8ൽ നിന്നും പോസിറ്റീവിലേക്ക് 7 അല്ലെങ്കിൽ 8ൽ നിന്നും നെഗറ്റീവിലേക്ക് 1. This is the remainder. Negative remainder concept. So 7 raised to 211. നമ്മൾ നേരത്തെ എഴുതിയതുപോലെ ഇൻഡിവിജ്വൽ റിമൈൻഡേഴ്സ് എടുത്തിട്ട് പവേഴ്സ് അതേപോലെ എഴുതിയാൽ മതി. 7 raised to 211. 7 raised to 7ന്റെ ഇൻഡിവിജ്വൽ റിമൈൻഡേഴ്സ് -1 raised to 211. Okay. -1 raised to an odd number is -1. Okay. Now നമുക്ക് ഇപ്പോൾ കിട്ടിയ റിമൈൻഡർ എന്താണ്? ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് -1. -1നെ നമ്മൾ പോസിറ്റീവ് ആക്കണം. -1 എങ്ങനെ പോസിറ്റീവ് ആക്കണം? -1 is written as 8 minus 1 that equal to 7. 8 minus 1 that equal to 7. Clear? Now 79. So question is, the unit digit of 1 2 3 4 5k raised to 72 is 6. The value of k is, the value of k is, okay, 2 ആണോ 6 ആണോ അതോ 2 6 and 8 ആണോ അതിന്റെ കോമ്പിനേഷൻസ് ആണോ? Okay, first let's check for 2. Let's check for 2. 2 ന്റെ പവേഴ്സ് എങ്ങനെയാണ് പോകുന്നത്? This can be written as യൂണിറ്റ് ഡിജിറ്റ് 2 എടുക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ 2 raised to 72. 2 raised to 72. So 2 ന്റെ പവേഴ്സ് എങ്ങനെയാ പോവാ? 2 raised to 1 is 2, 2 square is 4, 2 cube is 8, 2 raised to 4 is 16. Okay, and ഇതിങ്ങനെ റിപ്പീറ്റ് ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കും. സോ ഈ ഒരു പവറിനെ 4 കൊണ്ട് ഡിവൈഡ് ചെയ്ത് റിമൈൻഡർ 1 ആണെങ്കിൽ your unit digit will be 2, remainder 2 ആണെങ്കിൽ unit digit will be 4, remainder 3 ആണെങ്കിൽ unit digit will be 8, and remainder 4 or remainder 0 ആണെങ്കിൽ the unit digit will be 6. So 72 divided by 4, remainder എത്രയാണ്? Remainder 0. So the unit digit of 2 raised to 72 is 6. So 2 വരാം. 2 വരാം. Let's take the case of 6. 6 ന്റെ പ്രത്യേകത എന്താണ്? 6 raised to any number will end with 6. 6 raised to any number will end with 6. So 6 ഉം വരാം. B യും കട്ട് ചെയ്തു. ഇനി 8. 8 ന്റെ നോക്കിയാൽ എന്താ? 8 raised to 1 is 8. 8 square is 64. 8 cube is 2. 8 4 is 6. Okay, some number 6 because unit digit മാത്രമാണ് ഞാൻ 8 കൊണ്ട് ഡിവൈഡ് ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്നത്. ക്ലിയർ? ഇനി 8 raised to 72 ആണെങ്കിൽ 8 raised to 72 ആണെങ്കിൽ ഇവിടെ എത്ര നമ്പർ ആണ് റിപ്പീറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്? റിപ്പീറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നത് 4 ഡിജിറ്റ്സിലാണ്. 4 ഡിജിറ്റ്സിലാണ്. സോ 72 by 4 0 ആണ്. 0 ആണ്. 0 വരുമ്പോൾ എന്താ വരിക? It will be 6. So the answer is 2, 6 and 8. So the answer is 2, 6 and 8. Let's look at this question. The letters of the word floxinosinamplification are arranged in the alphabetical order. How many positions of the letters will remain unchanged? This is a type of question which was asked in 2023 also. Okay, if you look at this, ഇതൊരു ഭയങ്കര നീളമുള്ളൊരു വേർഡാണ്. Okay, so and also look at where this question is placed. This question is placed at the end. So നമ്മൾ കൺഫ്യൂസ്ഡ് ആവുമ്പോൾ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നമ്മൾ ടെൻഷൻ ആവുമ്പോഴുള്ള കേസിൽ നമ്മൾ നോക്കുന്ന ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ആയിരിക്കും ഇത്. ഓക്കെ, സോ ഇഫ് യു ലുക്ക് അറ്റ് ദിസ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ, ഈ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യന് നമ്മൾ കറക്റ്റായിട്ട് എഴുതി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ദി ആൻസർ വിൽ ബി 7. ദി ആൻസർ വിൽ ബി 7. ബട്ട് ഇത്രയും ഒരു നീളമുള്ളൊരു ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ആയതുകൊണ്ട് when you are not confident enough, don't like waste your time in doing this question, because this is first thing, this is a long question. Second thing, here if you see, you can have so many I's here and also so many repeating letters. So if you are doing it in the first instance, okay, we have so many candidates who are going from the back to the front. If you're looking at it in the first instance, and if you have the confidence that you can do it correctly, you can do it. Okay, otherwise it's better you skip it.
Hi all, welcome to iLearn iPTS test discussion. In this session, we are discuss the questions from English comprehension. We have 30 questions to discuss, and all the questions are in the range of easy to moderate, which can be solved in half an hour or 45 minutes. Okay, so let's straight away move to the question. The first question, let's read the question first. Which of the following statement best reflects what is implied by the passage? The literature legacy of India is much bigger and wider than any country or civilization. The reason for vastness of literature in India is accommodative nature of the country. People of India have always been well educated, and this has led to vastness in our literature. India's linguistic diversity is rooted in the influence it has received from all corners of the world. So the question is particularly regarding India's literature tradition and its diversity. So we can't eliminate any options from the first reading itself. So we have to depend on the passage. Let's read the passage. Okay, so India has a rich literary tradition that stretches back through the ages. Okay, India has a rich literary tradition. When examining the history of human societies and civilization, India stands out in the realm of literature, surpassing many others by a significant margin. Okay, this is a unique characteristic of Indian literature. One distinguishing feature of Indian literature over the past 3,000 years is the remarkable diversity. It is astonishing to witness the wide array of literary work that have emerged within the subcontinent. This diversity can be attributed to the linguistic richness of the Indian subcontinent and the eagerness to embrace and incorporate the beauty of various language and the culture encountered by its people. So while reading passages, it is important to focus on the initial and the ending part of the passage. So in the end, the passage says that the diversity, that is the literature diversity, can be attributed to the linguistic richness of Indian subcontinent and the eagerness to embrace and incorporate the beauty of various languages and the cultures encountered by its people. So now, once again reading the question, the literature legacy of India is much bigger and wider than any other country or civilization. No, the passage doesn't compare India with the other civilization particularly. The reason for vastness of India's literature, vastness of literature in India is accommodative nature of the country. Okay, it can be because the passage says that the literature diversity can be attributed to the linguistic diversity of the country. So it can be an answer. People of India have always been well educated, and the education status is not explained here. India's linguistic diversity is rooted in the influence it has received from all corners of the world. No, this is also incorrect. So the most probable appropriate answer is option B. So moving to next question. Okay, question number 2. The question is, which of the following statement best reflects the logical and rational message conveyed by the author of the passage? Sport can play an important role in social well-being of an individual. Sports is a sine qua non for a successful life. Participation without winning is a futile exercise in any sport. Sport should be organized at regular intervals in the educational institutions. Okay, so among these 4 options, let's take option C. Participation without winning is a futile exercise in any sport. So ഒരു പാസേജിൽ ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ വരാൻ സാധ്യതയില്ലാത്തൊരു ഐഡിയ ആണ് ഇവിടെ മെൻഷൻ ചെയ്യുന്നത്, ഓപ്ഷൻ സി എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. So this option can be eliminated. Okay, so option C can be eliminated. Then we are left with our third options. Sport can play an important role in social well-being of an individual. Okay, this is a general statement. It can be a correct one. Sports is a sine qua non for a successful life. Okay, maybe it is true. Sports should be organized at regular intervals in educational institution. Okay, so now let's go back to the questions. Let's go back to the passage. The passage reads, there is a growing recognition of positive impact of sports on an individual's physical, psychological and emotional well-being. Okay, sports have a significant role to play in fostering healthy social development and interpersonal interaction. So focus on the first part of the passage. They provide a platform for individuals to acquire the skills of setting and attaining goals through discipline. So the passage basically deals about the positive impact of sports in life. Additionally, sports facilitate the growth of decision making and leadership qualities, all the while teaching people how to navigate both success and failures. But nowadays, sports have gained immense popularity and are regularly organized, but they hold deeper meaning beyond mere competitive events held at specific intervals for state or national. Okay, national honors. So now it is pretty much clear what sports should be organized at regular intervals in the education institution. No, the passage is not what specifically says so. So this can be eliminated. Sports is a sine qua non for a successful life. Sports can play a significant role in social well-being of an individual. So most general statement that can be choose is option A. So the answer for question number 2 is option A. Next, moving to next question. The question is, which of the following statement best reflects the main crux of the passage? All the problems related to Indian Ocean and its management are because of improper division of the region. All the problems. India and other nations have probably divided Indian Ocean region into many subregions for its better engagement, better management. So it's a general statement. Strategic management of Indian Ocean can be better done by managing the entire region as one. Okay, possible. Indian Ocean is the only ocean divided into many subregions for its management. Indian Ocean is the only ocean divided into many subregions for its management. So among these options, option A can be eliminated because all the problems related to Indian Ocean and its management are because of improper division of the region. So it can be treated as an extreme statement. It can be eliminated if you need it. Okay, then we are left with option B, C and D. Now let's go back to the question. The passage is, Washington is not the only entity approaching the Indian Ocean with the compartmentalization. So the passage is specifically what deals with the compartmentalization of Indian Ocean region. India's political leadership has also segmented the ocean into several subregions. Traditionally, India has delineated its strategic cooperation areas in the Indian Ocean, primarily focusing on Mauritius and Seychelles. In terms of subregions, the emphasis is placed on the northern region comprising the Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal, and the eastern Indian Ocean, which includes the Andaman Sea and the Strait of Malacca. So what is the crux of the passage? Actually, USA as well as India divide Indian Ocean into several subregions for its effective management. In contrast, the Indian Navy defines the entire Indian Ocean region as its area of responsibility, extending from Malacca coast to the eastern coast of Africa. So it is a different kind of compartmentalization of Indian Ocean region, one by Washington, one by Indian state, and as well as Indian Navy. So now moving back to the question. Yes, option B says that India and other nations have probably divided Indian Ocean region into many subregions for its better management. So the most probable option is option B, because option C says that strategic management of Indian Ocean can be better done by managing the entire region as one. No, the passage doesn't say so. Indian Ocean is the only ocean divided into many subregions for its management. The passage doesn't say that only the Indian Ocean is divided into many subregions. So the most probable option is option B. So the answer is option B for question number 3. Moving to next question. Question number 11. So let's read the question first. Based on the above passage, following assumptions have been made. Demographic factors are more important in judging environmental friendliness of a community. South Asian nations are worst hit by environmental catastrophe. So we have no option to eliminate at least one. So we have to depend on the passages all. It is crucial to acknowledge that the natural environment is a bedrock of our economy. It is crucial to acknowledge that natural environment is a bedrock of our economy. Okay. When we examine global studies that track humanity's ecological impact, the decline in wildlife population and the conversion of natural ecosystems for various purposes, it becomes evident that India ranks among the countries experiencing some of the most alarming negative changes. Okay, in the initial part, the passage says that Natural environment is bedrock of our economy, but unfortunately, India is one of the most one of the countries which deals one of the countries which deals the ecosystem in a deteriorating manner, okay, or in a worse manner. This heightened vulnerability to disaster, including pandemics, is a significant concern. Moreover, there exists a strong connection between population density, biodiversity richness, and the emergence of zoonotic diseases originating from wildlife. This places India in a particularly vulnerable exposed position due to its dense population, one of the world's most diverse set of mammals, and the extensive overlap between humans and wildlife. Consequently, India is regarded as a hotspot for emergence of resurgence of infectious disease with zoonotic disease or zoonotic origins. Okay. So it is clear that the passage says that the economy and the environment has a mutual relationship, and the passage also says that pointing India's vulnerability to the disasters and zoonotic diseases and pandemic, it says that there is a positive relationship between the population and the India's vulnerability to the environmental catastrophes. So we can say that, or we can assume that demographic factors are more important in judging environmental friendliness of a community. The passage says that there is a mutual relationship between the environmental friendliness and the demographic factors, which means, for example, population. So the first statement can be taken as an assumption, but the second statement is incorrect because South Asian nations are worst hit by environmental catastrophe. See, the passage doesn't specifically compare South Asian nation with the rest of the world. The passage actually deals with the relationship or the environmental catastrophe in India. So the South Asian nations scenario is not explained here. So second statement can be incorrect. So we are going with the option A, one only. So the answer for question number 11 is option A. Question number 12. So let's see the question first. Which one of the following statement best describes the most logical and the rational implication of the above passage? Nation can fully protect only those within its borders. Nation can fully protect only citizen. Nation can fully protect only those people within its borders. Nation can fully protect only citizens within its borders. Nation cannot protect non-citizens. Nation cannot protect its citizen outside its borders. So the question is mostly logical and the rational implications of the above passage. Clear? A nation can fully protect only those people within its borders. Okay, it is logical. Okay, nation can fully protect only citizen within its borders. Nation can fully protect only citizen within its borders. So what about others? So there is a question. Nation cannot protect a non-citizen. Actually, both these statements sound similar. Okay, nation cannot protect a citizen outside its borders. So this is also logical, but we are confused with the two options, either A or D. So let's look into the question passage. Okay, so the nation state hold a dual role as the ultimate authority in the use of force and as a primary guardian of human rights. That is the role of nation state. While citizenship does provide a measure of sovereignty extension for a state, it assumes responsibility for a citizen even when they are abroad. So while citizenship does provide a measure of sovereignty extension for a state, it assumes responsibility for a citizen even when they are abroad. Okay. Nevertheless, beyond its borders, the state's ability to protect the citizen becomes significantly limited, as evident from the predicament of incarcerated drug traffickers worldwide. Asylum seekers gain refugee status upon recognition by the state, and it is a state duty to uphold the rights of asylum seekers, including non-refoulement and processing their asylum claims. Okay, so this part has to be focused. These obligations come into effect when asylum seekers arrive at the state's borders and make their asylum request. So this last part of the passage make it clear that nation can fully protect only those peoples within its borders, because even if it is a refugee, even if it is a refugee, it is the responsibility of the state to protect them. Clear? Hence, we can say that the most logical and the rational implication of the passage is nations can fully protect only those people within its borders, not beyond its borders. Okay, so the answer for the question number 12 is option A. Moving to next question, question number 13. Which one of the following statement best reflects the most logical inference from the passage given above? Vaccines should be subjected to more clinical trials before being introduced to the common public. So the passage is regarding vaccine efficacy or vaccines. Scientists should be given more freedom to promote research and innovation. Gene editing technology has severe and irreversible implications for biosafety. Severe and irreversible. Sufficient regulation should be developed for emerging technology without curbing scientific freedom. Okay, fine. So we are not in a position to eliminate any of these options, so we have to depend the passage. Sorry. The passage is, throughout the history, emerging technologies have been capable of being harnessed for either constructive or detrimental purposes. The potential benefits to humanity from technologies like CRISPR-Cas9 and synthetic biology far outweigh the risk associated with their potential misuse. So these emerging technologies has both the constructive as well as detrimental purposes. The constructive purposes actually far outweigh the detrimental purposes. Clear? Okay. Both of these technologies have played a crucial role in addressing the challenges posed by the COVID-19 pandemic. Many vaccines, whether already developed or in the process of development, including mRNA vaccines, have utilized these technologies in their creation. So this is actually what the constructive purposes of these vaccines or emerging technologies. Nevertheless, a gap in the information between the scientific community and the general public, coupled with the media's role, often lead to unwarranted panic and hastily made policy decisions. This holds true for emerging technology as well. So actually the passage says that emerging technology has been in use for dealing with the pandemic, but at the same time, there has been some hasty policy decisions which may cause detrimental impact in the society as well. Hence, we can say that scientists should be given more freedom to promote research and innovation. No. Gene editing technology has severe and irreversible implications for society. It can be correct, but the passage also says about its positive aspect as well. So option C can be eliminated. Among A and D, sufficient regulation should be developed for emerging technologies without curbing scientific freedom. Vaccine should be subjected to more clinical trials before being introduced to the common. Actually, the passage as a whole deals with emerging technologies, not just about vaccine. So the most appropriate option is option D for question number 13. Question number 14. Let's read the question. The question is, which one of the following is best implied in the passage? The Constitution of India considers fundamental rights more important than fundamental duties. A person who does not comply with the duties should not have the access to rights. The mandate of Part 4A of the Constitution is voluntary and not mandatory in nature. The fundamental duties should be made binding on the citizen. Okay, the passage actually deals with the fundamental duties. Now let's go back to the passage. Every right is accompanied by a corresponding duty. When the law acknowledges an individual's right, it inherently implies that someone else is legally obliged to respect that right. Okay, so ഒരു ഇൻഡിവിജ്വൽ റൈറ്റ് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ നമ്മൾ അസ്യൂം ചെയ്യുന്നത് എന്താണ്, നമ്മൾ മറ്റൊരാളുടെ റൈറ്റും കൂടി, so that someone else is legally obliged to respect, മറ്റൊരാൾ നമ്മുടെ റൈറ്റും കൂടി എന്ത് ചെയ്യണം, അക്നോളജ് ചെയ്യണം എന്നാണ്. In the context of India, the Constitution outlines fundamental rights in Part 3, placing the responsibility on the state to safeguard these rights. Okay, so it is a responsibility of the state to protect the fundamental rights mentioned under part 3 of the Constitution. Okay. In contrast, the Constitution explicitly outlines specific fundamental duties in Part 4A, which citizens are expected to fulfill. At the same time, there are certain fundamental duties which the citizens must follow. Notably, there are no provisions for enforcing these fundamental duties, nor are there any sanction for violation as stipulated in the Constitution. The Constitution of India does not aim to impose or prescribe sanctions in this regard. So there are mechanism for the enforcement of fundamental rights, but there are no mechanism for enforcing the fundamental duties in the Constitution. So we can say that which one of the following is best implied in the passage? The Constitution of India considers fundamental rights more important than fundamental duties. Person who does not comply with the fundamental should not have access to fundamental rights. This is incorrect. The mandate of Part 4A of the Constitution is not voluntary and not mandatory in nature. The fundamental duties should be made binding on the citizens. Best implied in the passage. So I will go with option C. Because the mandate of Part 4A of the Constitution is voluntary and not mandatory in nature. Because the Part 3, that is fundamental rights, are enforced by the Constitution itself. But unfortunately, the Part 4A, that is fundamental duties, is not enforced by the Constitution. So the passage clearly says is Part 4A of the Constitution is voluntary and not mandatory in the nature. That is why it is not enforced by the Constitution. So the most probable answer is option C for question number 14. Okay, let's move on to the next question. The question number question number 21. Okay, let's read the question first. Which one of the following is the most logical and rational inference that can be drawn from the above passage? In the last decade, FDI has shown double-digit growth in India. India's growth story shows resilience of its macroeconomic indicators. Western economy have poor macroeconomic fundamentals. Due to low incremental capital output ratio, Indian economy has a conducive investment climate. Okay, we are not in a position to eliminate any of these options, so let's read the passage. The global COVID-19 pandemic has significantly impacted the investment landscape in economies across the globe, leading to a notable disruption in the balance between supply and demand. Okay, generally they are saying that COVID-19 pandemic has impacted the supply chain mechanism. India, like many others, has not been immune to this unprecedented economic upheaval. However, the investment sentiment within the Indian economy has remained positive thanks to the consistent and active involvement of Government of India, despite the global pandemic challenges. Okay, so India has survived this uncertain situation because of the proactive engagement of Government of India. This is evident by the ongoing growth of Indian economy as reflected in the trends related to foreign portfolio investment, foreign direct investment, and the flows within the corporate bond market. These trends underscore the faith that investors have in the strength and resilience of the Indian economy. Okay, now let's read the options. The question. Which one of the following is the most logical rational inference that can be made from the passage? In the last decade, FDI has shown double-digit growth in India. No, the passage not specifically deals with FDI. India's growth story shows resilience of its macroeconomic indicators. That can be correct. Western economies have poor macroeconomic indicators. So now the passage doesn't compare Indian economy with the rest of the or doesn't mention about Western economies. Due to low incremental capital output ratio, Indian economy has a conducive investment climate. The passage doesn't mention about ICOR. So the most probable answer is option B for question number 21. Moving on to the next question. The question reads, which one of the following is the most logical and rational inference that can be made from the passage? The drug delivery mechanism using nanomaterials has lesser long-term side effect than environmental medications. The targeted drug delivery using nanoparticles will reduce the number of dosages and provide precise effect of the drug. The government should promote R&D to explore the potential of nanotechnology. The scalability of nanoparticles used for drug delivery is a major challenge for its commercial use. The scalability of nanoparticles. Okay, reading the passage, it reads, nanoparticles are highly effective in drug delivery, which involves transporting medicines within the body, as they possess the remarkable ability to precisely locate and transport drugs to diseased cells. The term nano derived from 1 billionth significant the incredibly small scale of these particles. Okay, they are small scalable particles. On the metric scale of linear measurement, a nanometer is equivalent to 1 billionth of a meter. These are not necessary. Furthermore, advances in nanoscience and nanotechnology are driving the creation of more advanced tools for early disease detection, including conditions like cancer and atherosclerosis, as well as enhancing capabilities in neurosurgery. These applications of nanotechnology in the disease diagnostics are progressing rapidly, and the distinctive size-dependent characteristics of these materials make them exceptionally valuable and irreplaceable in numerous domains of human activity. So it is clear that the passage deals with positive aspect or applications of what nanotechnology and in drugs. So the drug delivery mechanism using nanoparticles has lesser long-term side effect. It doesn't mention anything about the side effect. The targeted drug delivery using nanoparticles will reduce the number of dosages and provide more precise effect of the drug. The government should promote R&D to explore the potential of nanotechnology. No, this is not specifically mentioned. The scalability of nanoparticle used for drug delivery is a major challenge for their commercial use. No, this is also incorrect. The most probable answer is option B for question number 22. Moving to next question, question number 23. The question is, what is the most logical and crucial message conveyed by the passage? Urbanization has inherently been a myopic approach. This is an extreme statement. The overall experience of urbanization reflects an ambivalent thrust. Urban area have been the main culprit of global environmental crisis. Despite environmental concerns, the current urbanization trend is inevitable. Despite environmental concern, the current urbanization trend is inevitable. So option A and D seems to be what incorrect. Well, anyway, let's read the passage. Cities with a scale, complexity and aesthetics exemplify humanity's incredible ingenuity. However, when it comes to their environmental impact, they are also illustrate our short-sightedness. Cities are responsible for as much as 80% of greenhouse gas emission and 70% of resource consumption. So majority greenhouse gas emission and the resource consumption is what is done by what urban areas. They are the primary locations where the deadliest air pollution is concentrated, leading to the death of millions of people annually. Notably, 21 out of all 33 mega cities are situated in vulnerable low-lying coastal situated in vulnerable low-lying coastal areas. In summary, cities are both driving and susceptible to the three interconnected environmental challenges of climate change, biodiversity loss, and pollution and waste. It is worth mentioning that a very urban density that magnifies these problems also enables efficient resource delivery, economies of scale, innovation, and integration of services. So the urban areas are responsible for many of environmental disasters or environmental degradation. So we can say that urbanization and inherently being a myopic approach can be eliminated. The overall experience of urbanization reflects an ambivalent thrust. Urban areas have been the main culprit of global environmental crisis because majority of the urban areas are responsible for 80% of greenhouse gas emission as well as 75% of resource consumption. So we can say that option C, urban areas have been the main culprit of global environmental crisis. Hence option C is the correct answer for question number 23. Moving on to the next question. Question number 31. With reference to the above passage, the following assumptions have been made. India continues to be a developing country essentially due to its faulty educational system. Today's learners need to acquire new skill sets. General statement can be taken as true. A good number of Indians go to some developed countries for education because the educational system there are a perfect reflection of the societies in which they function. Okay, how many of the above assumptions are valid? Only one, two only, all three, none. So this is a risky question. Now let's read the passage. It reads, India's education system is fashioned after the after the mass education model that emerged in Europe during the 19th century and subsequently disseminated worldwide. So actually we are still following the European culture of education, which was subsequently disseminated worldwide. The primary objective of the system is to mold the children into good citizens and productive employees. Good citizen and productive employees. This approach was well suited for the industrial age, which required a continuous stream of compliant workers with a limited skill set. Okay. Our education system often resembles factories marked by bells, uniforms, and the mass processing of students, all designed to enforce conformity. So actually, our education system is a kind of what industrial culture which was followed in Europe and what imparted to India in the 19th century. However, in terms of the contemporary economic landscape, the context has significantly evolved. Today, we find ourselves in a multifaceted, dynamic, and a globally interconnected world. So the scenario has changed. Hence, we can say that India continues to be a developing country essentially due to its faulty education system. No, the passage doesn't correlate such an idea. So we can eliminate option statement number 1 as incorrect. Today's learners need to acquire new age skills because actually the end of the passage says that today we find ourselves in a multifaceted, dynamic, and a globally interconnected world. Also, the passage says that our contemporary education system focus on limited skill set. So we can say that option statement number 2 is correct. A good number of Indians go to some developed countries for education because of the educational systems. There are perfect reflection of the societies in which they function. No, the passage mentions such an idea. So the most probable answer is option A, 1 only. Moving to next question. Which one of the following statement best reflects most logical, rational, and a crucial message implied by the passage above? Okay, official patronage will be vital in efficient water resource utilization in the future. Micro irrigation is more efficient than surface irrigation. There is water scarcity in many parts of the country. Sprinkler irrigation system has an efficiency of 70%. The question is about micro irrigation technologies. And the passage is given the rapid depletion of water resources, there is an imperative to enhance the efficiency of water utilization. Focus on the first part. There is an imperative to enhance the efficiency of water utilization. Effective techniques such as micro irrigation can play a crucial role in managing the demand for irrigation water. Well designed and properly managed drip and sprinkler irrigation system exhibit irrigation efficiencies of around 90% or 70%. So the passage says well designed, properly managed drip and sprinkler irrigation systems exhibit irrigation efficiency of around 90% or 70% respectively. Which is significant improvement compared to the approximately 40% efficiency surface irrigation methods. Recognizing the severity of water scarcity in many regions of the country, the government has initiated development of water policy that places a strong emphasis on micro irrigation. So in the initial part, the passage deals with the positive impact of micro irrigation. Then it says that the government has initiated development of water policy that places strong emphasis on micro irrigation. The successful adoption of these water efficient technologies hinges on 2 prerequisites: possessing the necessary technical knowledge and ensuring accessibility through institutional support systems. So focus on the end of the passage. It says that in order to enhance the micro irrigation technologies, we need what? Necessary technical knowledge and institutional support mechanism. Hence, we can say that official patronage will be vital in efficient water resource utilization in the future. So answer for question number 32 is option A. Moving to next question, question number 33. Based on the above passage, following assumptions have been made. The objective of academic imperialism is to improve the quality of academics. The objective of academic imperialism is to establish superiority to your subjugator. Academic imperialism also protects the knowledge of subjugated group. This question is pretty simple because if we can eliminate at least one option, we can reach the answer. Or if all the options are correct, all the statements are correct, the answer is option D. Okay, anyway, let's look. There are 4 prominent characteristics of academic imperialism that are worth highlighting. 4 prominent characteristics. To begin with, it is characterized by exploitation, as the dominating entity seeks to exert control and maintain exclusive influence over both physical and intellectual resources and individuals. So let's stop here. The first part says that the academic imperialism actually exploit the education system. Hence, we cannot say that the objective of academic imperialism is to improve the quality of academics. If we can eliminate statement number 1, we can eliminate option A, C and D. Hence, we can reach the answer option B for question number 33. So moving on, next question number 34. Which one of the following statement best reflects the crux of the passage given above? It is difficult to give one universal definition of the term dignity. The definition of dignity can only be understood through relational terms. It is difficult to define the term dignity because of multilingual nature of India. Court is best body to give definition to the term dignity. Okay, so the passage or the question is basically about the definition of dignity. Let's have a look on the passage. Legal scholars occasionally consider dignity as a foundational element of human rights, even though it is acknowledged that the concept of dignity can be elusive. So legal scholars consider dignity as a foundational element of human rights. The term dignity doesn't easily lend itself to a one-size-fits-all definition, and is frequently linked to relational concepts such as respect, self-worth, and more complex ones like a position, standing, and honor. In India, a multilingual country, it is improbable that we will encounter a consistent usage of the English term dignity with the same meaning in courts, discussions, or in petitions, protests, and campaign messages. So it is clear that the question, the answer is, it is difficult to give one universal definition of the term dignity. Okay, so the answer for the question 34 is option A. Next, moving to next question. Question number 41. With reference to the above passage, the following assumptions have been made. Sanitation has never been on the agenda of the government in the past, and this is indicated in low growth rate of just 1%. Implementation of government schemes and initiatives are also dependent on the social practices and accepted behavior. So this is a extreme negative statement. This is a general statement. Implementation of government schemes and initiatives are also dependent on the social practices and accepted behavior. Anyway, let's have a look on the question. The lack of comprehensive sanitation coverage has been a cause of concern in India since its independence. Has been a concern, okay. Even during periods when there were improvement in the nutritional and health indicators, the progress in sanitation remained sluggish. While the detrimental effects of open defecation were widely recognized, it was acknowledged that there were also structural factors at play, such as deeply ingrained social norms, power dynamics within social strata, and gender-specific taboos influencing the adoption of hygienic sanitation practices and private investment in the related behaviors, markets, and products. Okay, so it can be treated as a general idea. Consequently, even during 1970s and 80s, when national vaccine programs were achieving relatively high coverage rates, sanitation coverage was growing at an average rate of just 1% annually. At this pace, it would have taken India until 2080 to achieve universal sanitation access, assuming no population growth. Okay, so now moving back to the question, sanitation has never been on the agenda of the government in the past. No, this is incorrect. Implementation of the government schemes and initiatives are also dependent on the social practices and accepted behavior. Yes, the passage clearly says that the challenges of achieving universal sanitation coverage were certain factors, including what the social taboos, what gender dynamics, etc. So statement 2 is correct. Hence, the answer for the question number 41 is option B, 2 only. Clear? Moving to next question, question number 41. The answer is option B. Next, question number 42. Which one of the following best reflects a critical message of the passage? India is destined to lead the world and she will be a superpower. India's opportunity lies in balancing the past and the present, ensuring sustainability, freedom, growth, and peace. India has to play a balancing role between the superpower to rise to its status of credible force in the world affairs. India's opportunity to become a superpower is dependent on how she solves the problem of today and is ready for tomorrow. Okay, anyway, reading the passage. India's ascent presents an opportunity to envision a nation that aligns with our most profound civilizational values. Happiness, sustainable prosperity, responsible freedom, inclusive development, peace, and mutual respect. When these values guide our foreign policy, they hold the potential to influence a diverse global order. In the current international landscape, which looks to emerging leaders and architects of future, we are called upon to conceive an all-encompassing global framework and then work diligently to actualize it. India requires a vision, a comprehensive guiding principle that impact coherence to our endeavors, serve as a stabilizing influence, and facilitates engagement with the individuals, countries, and regions to realize sustainable well-being and achieve advancement. So the answer for the question, India is destined to lead the world and she will be a superpower. No. India's opportunity lies in balancing the past and the present, ensuring sustainability, freedom, growth, and peace. India has to play a balancing role between superpowers. No, there is no balancing role is mentioned here. India's opportunity to become superpower is dependent on how she solves the problem of today and is ready for tomorrow. No. So the most probable answer for this question is option B for question number 42. Okay, moving to the next question, question number 43. Which one of the following is best implied in the passage? Best implied in the passage, afforestation should be taken in mission mode to restore forests. We need to take a more comprehensive and multidimensional approach with respect to land use to achieve the goal of forest restoration. Invasive alien species should be effectively curbed to protect the local plants. Green walls should be created globally to restore degraded forests. Okay, best implied in the passage. Okay. Anyway, let's read the passage. It is crucial to recognize the restoration of forests involve more than merely planting trees. It encompasses the restoration of ecological, social, and economic balance of forests and trees within a broader land use framework. So actually, the reforestation of forests encompasses a wider framework, which includes both restoration of ecological, social, and economic balance of forests and trees within a broader land use framework. Depending on the specific circumstances, achieving this balance can invoke either facilitating the natural regeneration of local plant species or expediting the process of revitalizing degraded landscape by planting trees and other vegetation. An instance of the latter approach is the Great Green Wall Project, which with assistance from the Food and Agriculture Organization of the UN has recently restored approximately 63,000 hectares of land, benefiting around 1 billion people. So the most appropriate idea or the best implied in the passage should be we need to take a more comprehensive and multidimensional approach with respect to land use to achieve the goal of forest restoration. So the most probable answer is option B for question number 43. Next, moving on to the next question, question number 44. On the basis of the above passage, following assumptions have been made. A society without well-educated people cannot be transformed into a modern society. Okay, without acquiring the culture, a person education is not complete. This is a general statement. This is an extreme statement. Anyway, let's have a look on the question passage. Education needs substantial transformative power in our lives, a significance that particularly pronounced in our rapidly evolving and interconnected world. Universities serve as the guardians of intellectual wealth and as promoters of culture and specialized expertise. So universities actually impart both knowledge as well as culture. Culture is an embodiment of thought and appreciation of beauty and an understanding of human emotions. A person who is merely well informed can be rather uninspiring in this world. So mere knowledge is not sufficient for the complete development of an individual as well as the world. What we should aspire to cultivate are individuals who possess both a well-rounded culture and expert knowledge. So both culture and knowledge are necessary. Their specialized expertise provides them with a solid foundation, while their appreciation of culture guide them as deeply as the realm of philosophy and as high as the realm of art. Together, these elements provide a profound sense of purpose to the human existence. So in order to have a complete human existence, both knowledge as well as culture are necessary. Hence, but we cannot say that a society without well-educated people cannot be transformed into a modern society. This cannot be an appropriate one. Without acquiring culture, a person's education is not completing. So that's valid and that's correct. So we can go with option B2 only for question number 44. Moving on to question number 51. Which of the following statement best reflects a critical message of the passage? India needs to recruit more mental health experts in rural areas to effectively address the challenge of mental health. Building social capital along with the policy intervention is key to effectively address the challenge of mental health. Public-private partnership should be forwarded to make mental health advice more accessible. The government should provide free health insurance to weaker sections to make the policy approach to mental health more inclusive. So even if you read the bare reading of the 4 options, we can say that the most critical message could be most critical message can be option B. That sounds pretty practical and logical. Okay, anyway, to avoid the confusion, let's read the passage. Mental health situation in India demands active policy interventions and resource allocation by the government. Clear? To reduce the stigma around mental health, we need measures to train and sensitize the community and society. This can happen only when we have persistent nationwide effort to educate the society about mental disease. So the picture is clear. We also need steps to connect the patients with each other by forming a peer network so that they could listen and support each other. Moreover, people experiencing mental health problems should get the same access to safe and effective care as those with the physical health problems. Additionally, mental illness must mandatorily be put under the ambit of life insurance. This will help. Anyway, actually the passage deals with a diverse set of policy initiatives or policy changes in order to support the mental health system of India. So the most general idea that can be taken here is option B, that reads, building social capital along with the policy intervention is key to effectively address the challenge of mental health, which is more general in nature, and it can be the most appropriate answer for question number 51. Moving to next question number 52. Consider the following statement: accumulating productive capacities at an unprecedented speed. Accumulating productive capacities at an unprecedented speed results in radical economic transformation. The much required social and economic innovations can be brought in through transformational entrepreneurship. It's a general statement. Faster growth in wealth accumulation and distribution is also an attractive feature of transformational entrepreneurship. And if you read the options here, the options is 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 1 and 3, 1, 2 and 3. If not all the options are correct, if you can eliminate at least one option, you can reach the answer. Anyway, the passage reads, the urgency for radical economic transformation is nowhere more evident than in the least developed countries. These nations face the formidable task of rapidly building their productive capacities in the midst of global shift in production methods and digital transformation. Okay. The urgency for radical economic transformation. The urgency for radical economic transformation is nowhere more evident than in least developed countries. These nations face a formidable task of rapidly building their productive capacities in the midst of global shift in production methods and digital transformation. So actually, if you connect this first part with statement number 1, accumulating productive capacities at an unprecedented speed results in radical economic transformation. Actually, the reverse is mentioned in the passage. Okay, so statement 1 can be eliminated. If you can eliminate statement 1, then we can directly reach the answer. The option B, 2 and 3 is the right answer. Moving to next question, 53. What does the passage imply? In India, less skilled jobs like sowing, transplanting, weeding, and harvesting are done only by only by women. Majority of men migrate to cities to find alternative source of income because agriculture is seasonal. Okay, women not earning land titles is due to the underlying impact of patriarchy. The work women agriculture laborers do is less skilled and underpaid. So this is an extreme statement. This can be eliminated if we can. Majority of men migrate to cities to find an alternative source of income because agriculture is seasonal. This sounds incorrect. Women not earning land titles is due to the underlying impact of patriarchy. Maybe correct or maybe not. But we have to depend on the passage to check whether option C or D is correct. The passage reads, in India, women engaged in agricultural labor or cultivation primarily handle less skilled tasks such as sowing, transplanting, weeding, and harvesting. Additionally, many women contribute to agriculture work as unpaid laborers, often for subsistence purposes. Agriculture is both seasonal and frequently unprofitable, leading to a significant proportion of male. So male migrate because of the unprofitable nature of agriculture. Hence, we eliminated option. What option? Option B. Clear? Okay. So our assumptions were correct. Consequently, the responsibility of supporting the family falls on the shoulders of women who choose to stay and supplement the family's income by working in the field, even though this work tends to be yield lower pay. So this is actually deals with the feminization of agriculture. So hence we can say that the passage, the idea of patriarchy is nowhere mentioned in the passage. Migration stands out as a key factor driving women's involvement in the agriculture sector. However, their lack of land titles put them at a disadvantage. Women who engage in agriculture work as unpaid subsistence labor. Anyway, the passage doesn't deal with patriarchy. Hence, we can eliminate option C and we can choose option D as a correct for question number 53. Moving on to 54. Consider the following statement. It's a two-statement question. Okay, passing the anti-defection law has fixed the political corruption scenario in India. Legalizing selective defection has done more harm than its intended purpose. So actually the statements are contradictory to each other. Here it is said that legalizing selective defection has done more harm than its intended purpose. And the statement 1 says, passing the anti-defection law has fixed the potential political corruption scenario in India. Anyway, let's read the passage. The passage is a small one. Defection has been a persistent issue in Indian politics, symbolizing the exploitation of the political system for personal gain and serving as a significant source of political corruption. To address this problem, anti-defection laws were introduced specifying a threshold beyond which a group defection was allowed, which you may have learned in the politics class. Nonetheless, the legalization of this selective form of defection created openings for the compromise of political principles and opportunities. So this has to be focused. Political principles and opportunity behavior. It is clear that allowing defection in any shape or circumstances represents a breach of ethical standards in politics. So idea is clear here. Passing the anti-defection law has fixed the political corruption. No, it hasn't fixed the political corruption. Legalizing selective reflection has done more harm than its intended purposes. So this is not also mentioned in the passage. Actually, the passage deals with what the harm is reduced by passing the anti-defection law, but it still caused certain challenges in the form of political ethics or erosion of political ethics. So we cannot say that the legalizing selective defection has done more harm than its intended purpose. No, it is not true. So the most probable answer is option D for question number 54. Neither one nor two. Okay. Next question, question number 60. Which among the following is the most crucial message conveyed with the passage? Indian foreign policy is designed around a global order which ensures India's autonomy in decision making. The unsustainable nature of international environment is facing the Indian policy to have a dynamic nature. Indian foreign policy is designed to have several factors which led to a sustained and rapid socio-economic development of the country. The poor diplomatic relation between countries can be attributed to a lack of proper foreign policy in place. The lack of foreign policy in place. So I would eliminate option. I will eliminate option D. So I'm left with option A, B, C. Anyway, reading the passage. The passage is a lengthy one. India's foreign policy is intricately linked with the nation's core security and developmental priorities. We aspire to shape a global order that guarantees India's interests, preserve the autonomy of our decision making, and supports the overarching objective of achieving the rapid, sustained, and inclusive socio-economic development. Okay, anyway, we aspire to shape the global order that guarantees India's interests, preserve the autonomy of our decision making, and support the overarching objective of achieving rapid, sustained. So our foreign policy, foreign policy initiatives includes India's interests in socio-economic and different other aspects. In pursuit of this goal, Indian foreign policy remains steadfast in its commitment to our fundamental national values while remaining adaptable to changes in the international landscape. See, we are more flexible to change according to the changing circumstances. That is what it said. A critical component of our foreign policy objectives is to establish a peaceful and secure neighborhood, maintain amicable and equitable relations with the major global powers, and foster mutually advantageous partnership with the developing nations. Indian foreign policy also places significant emphasis on multilateral engagement. Many of the pressing challenges of era, such as peace and security, reforming international financial structures and organizing ensuring food and energy security, and addressing climate change, are global in nature and necessitate collaborative global efforts for effective solutions. So actually the passage deals with the priorities or the nature of Indian foreign policy. What Indian foreign policy is designed around global order which ensures India's autonomy in decision making. Okay, it can be correct. The unstable nature of the international environment is forcing the Indian policy to have a dynamic nature. Okay, the statement is partially correct. Indian foreign policy is designed to have several factors which lead to a sustained and a rapid socio-economic development of the country. Okay, this is pretty more correct answer, because the passage says that we aspire to shape a global order. So our foreign policy priorities, what is built on India's interests, what its overarching objective of achieving rapid, sustained, and inclusive socio-economic development. So the most probable answer is option C for question number 60. Moving to next question. This passage is related to UNICEF providing children with vaccination and nutrition, the plight of poor children around the world, the need of improved national and social system, the various fields in which UNICEF has to work out their solutions. Okay. The passage starts by mentioning UNICEF. UNICEF is dedicated to addressing the everyday challenges that children encounter. The solution encompasses a range of interventions including vaccines, nutritional supplements, training of community-based health workers, and the provision of educational materials to students. Some approaches involve enhancing national and local system to more effectively deliver viral service to children and their families. Others are designed to empower children and young individuals, enabling them to seize control of their destinies, thereby influencing our collective future. So the passage is not deals with the plight of poor children around the world. The passage note says about the need of improved national or local system. Actually, the passage deals with the various fields in which the UNICEF has to work out their solutions. Okay, so the answer for this question is option D. Moving to next question. Question number 62. The question reads, what is the author trying to discuss in this passage? How the scientists came up with the name of mycelia for the fungus. The difference between picture painted by science fiction and reality is too drastic. The author is introducing a new prototype technology based on fungus which could revolutionize the space exploration. The author is saying that the Martian atmosphere is harmful and contaminating to the fungus. Okay, so all the four statements so distinctly. So anyway, the passage reads, while the science fiction often envisions a future on Mars or other planets dominated by the machinery, with metallic cities and flying cars towering over red sand dunes, the actuality could be even more unusual and environmentally friendly. Okay, so there is a what the passage initially says that the science fiction often envisions a future on Mars characterized by metallic cities and flying cars, etc. Instead of constructing habitats from metal and glass, NASA is actively exploring. Instead of doing this stuff, NASA is actually doing what? They are actually exploring technology that could cultivate structures from fungi, potentially becoming our future dwellings in the space and potentially leading to more sustainable living on Earth. NASA's research center is in the process of developing technologies that could cultivate habitats on celestial bodies like Moon, Mars and beyond using organic life forms, especially fungi and other underground mycelial networks. The project envisions a future where astronauts can transport a compact habitat constructed from lightweight materials containing dormant fungi which can endure long journeys to destinations such as Mars. Upon arrival, the astronauts would simply unfold this basic structure and add water, allowing the fungi to grow around the framework, ultimately creating a fully functional human habitat. Anyway, the passage clearly mentioned about the positive aspect or using what structures including fungi for future space exploration. In that case, we can say that how the scientists came up with the nature of mycelica for the fungus. No, the difference between the picture painted by science fiction and the reality is too drastic. It's too drastic. No, that's not the idea. The author is introducing a new prototype technology based on fungus which could revolutionize space exploration. That seems correct. The author is saying that the Martian atmosphere is harmful and contaminating to the fungus. No, that such an idea is not mentioned in the passage. So the answer for question number 62 is option C. Moving to next question, question number 70. What according to the author should be the practical and a rational action to promote and improve girls' education? Make sure adolescent girls remain in school instead of dropping off prematurely. The schools must be safe and a secure place for them to ready for the real world. Teaching them life skills, finance and management should be focused on all of the above. Okay. The passage is many girls faces challenges during the transition to secondary school, often being thrust prematurely into the adult responsibility. Link with option B. Clear? Okay. It is essential to ensure that girls not only access education but also remain in school even if they are older or struggling to learn. Option A. This is crucial for upholding their rights and combating child marriage. Nevertheless, merely getting adolescent girls in the classroom is insufficient. School must also create a safe and nurturing learning environment while imparting essential life skills to prepare them for the real world. This links with option what? Teaching them into life skills. Option C. Hence, we can say that all of the above, option D is the correct answer. Moving on to next question. Question number 71. Consider the following statement. For exercising all other rights, birth registration has to be done as it is acknowledged by the society. The proof of age will help many children seek protection against several evils like child labor, child marriage and underage recruitment into the armed forces. James, practical and correct. Ensuring universal birth registration is a priority for UNGA, UN General Assembly. That sounds correct. Anyway, if we can eliminate at least one option, we can choose reach the answer. Otherwise, all the options should be correct. Okay. Anyway, the passage reads: society's initial recognition of a child presence and identity occurs through the process of birth registration. The right to be acknowledged as a legal entity is a crucial milestone in ensuring lifelong protection and is a foundational requirement for the exercising all birth rights. So actually, is a legal entity. It is acknowledged by as a legal entity, but this first statement says that it is acknowledged by the society. No, it is not acknowledged by the society. Instead, it is acknowledged by the law. So we can eliminate option statement number 1. If we can eliminate statement number 1, we can reach the answer option B, 2 and 3. So answer for the question 71 is option B. Moving on to next question 72. What is the central message of the passage? Population growth always results in the decentralization of governance. always, if a country wants to bring in governance reform, it must focus on its population policy. Population growth demands changes in the administrative and governance system in long run. In the long run, that's practical. Population growth has major administrative ramification, and hence a country must undergo governance reforms. The question is basically about population growth and the administrative mechanism, decentralization, governance, etc. Anyway, let's have a look on the passage. The projected increase of several 100 million people by 2051 is expected to bring about significant administrative consequences and could potentially have political ramifications as well. It is reasonable to propose that in the long term, continued population growth will likely lead to development of a more diversified administrative structure and contribute to the trend of expanding decentralized governance. So idea is clear. Population growth always results in the decentralization of government. That is incorrect. If a country wants to bring in governance, it must be focused on its population policy. That's also incorrect. Population growth demands changes in the administrative and governance system in the long run. Population growth has a major administrative ramification. This is also sounds illogical. So the most probable answer for question number 72 is option C. Next, question number 73. What is the main implication of the passage? Children in big cities are not taught values by the parents. The way of life in urban areas is such that children there lack value education. There is a prevalence of there is a prevalent problem of lack of good parenting in urban areas, and there is a need to wake up. Life in rural areas is much better than life in urban areas. Actually, these statements are both incorrect, both connected. But the option C is expansion of what? Expansion of option A. Anyway, let's have a look on the passage. The typical life journey unfolds in a metropolitan city in the following manner. This is a broad and prevalent pattern, although there are some commendable exceptions among parents. So there is an issue of parenting in urban areas. However, there are some commendable exceptions among commendable exceptions of parenting in urban. My intention is not to critique this lifestyle, but rather to emphasize the importance of value education. So he is actually not criticizing, but suggesting for reforms in the parenting. In that case, the most probable answer is option C for question number 73. Moving on to last question on the passage, comprehension. So the following statement best reflects a most logical and a rational inference that can be drawn from the passage. The home range of tiger needs to be a vast area of rich biodiversity. Tigers are the keystone species and they benefit the biodiversity. Rich biodiversity cannot be maintained in the forest without the presence of tigers. Tigers are capable of regenerating forests with the species as per their requirement. All the statements sounds more or less similar, but we have to pick the most appropriate statement among the four. Tigers are an integral component of our planet's natural legacy, serving as a representation of Earth's diverse ecosystem. Functioning as apex predators, they play a crucial role in regulating the population of their prey, thereby preserving the equilibrium between herbivores and the plant life. Okay, this much is enough. So what actually is saying? Taking as a general idea, tigers are the keystone species and they benefit the biodiversity. So answer for question number 74 is option B. So that's the end of the questions from English comprehension and the CSAT as a whole. So in general, the questions from English comprehension in this test was a bit easier to moderate in range. You can solve all these questions within 30 minutes. If you deal the passage in in a strategic manner, that is reading the questions first and then read the passage, so that you can look for the questions look for the options and questions in the passage. Okay. Anyway, we'll be back with our CSAT 1 test. Happy learning. Thank you.